The tower attacks. Drop the jaws like an earthquake cracks. Rip gets wrecked, the silver and black. Wemby is back. Wemby is back.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, New York Knicks fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We're doing a live reaction play-by-play scoreboard chat for tonight's game. The New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. This is a pivotal game too. A must-win for the Spurs, in my opinion, and 93% of you in the chat agreed. Let's get some hellos out to everybody in the chat. Bryant, Chewy, thank you for stopping in. Glazing Bacon, The Real Bobby February. Stephon Castle's in the chat. Flosy, Mito, Jacob. No, we're not getting swept. Matthew, Jake, Deplorable. We need some nasty from Wemby tonight. Like, he needs to show the world why he's... You know what? I'll put one up. Why he's Wemby. The Grandmaster, good evening to Jacob. Area 51 is here. Miguel, JB, die-hard Spurs fan. Miss TSR is flying out to Ohio or Indiana or kind of in between. She's doing Spartans this weekend, so no Miss TSR. Texas Made, what's going on? The Real Bobby February. Joe Arando. No tomorrow. Yeah, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Where's that from? Rocky Ford. There is no tomorrow. Ageless, Bing Bang, hello. JB, Edgar, Donnie, Spurs in 5. That works for me. Melissa, thank you for stopping in. Miss TSR, wherever she is. Knicks are employing AI to smother the Spurs channels with negativity. The Deplorable? That sounds about accurate because I got beat up today on my video, so maybe they came our way. Roman, thank you for stopping in. Matthew, Bill Watts, Darren. Wemby just made a practice full court shot. I didn't see that. Nice. Go Spurs go to you guys. Road trip, Virginia. And Roman, hope he's not feeding off of my injury. We're going to not be in good shape tonight. Castro, what's going on? Chris Tucker is at the game. Rush hour in jail, right? Kelsey, thank you for stopping in. Good day. Spurs in 7. I like it. That was my original prediction, actually, Spurs in 7. So it can still happen. Relax with Aaron. Bill. DJ Rose says, yo, TSR fam, big game 2. Feeling a bounce back. Go Spurs, go. I hope so. Ginobili is there. Oh, wait. Ginobili came to CEO of HEB? I did not know that. Good evening, Stingray X Factor. Rob Martinez. You know, I saw an interesting fact that when Tony Brothers is the ref, it's usually the home team that wins. Like 90% of the time, so I guess that's good for us. We got happy birthday to JB. It's Mega. Fox really needs to step up. Rathway says, I love your nasal tones. That's funny. Somebody said they hate it in the previous stream. Haven't been on in a while. Celeste, thank you for stopping in. I know most of you prefer if I talk right into the microphone and I get that really low voice going and say, hey, welcome Spurs fans. Thank you for being here. The radio broadcaster voice. Tonight's stream is brought to you by YouTube. We'll be calling the San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks. The score is currently 0-0. Let me turn down a soda endorsement. I'll take it. Well, no, I won't. I don't do sponsorships. But I would do it outside of TSR Sports. Caesar says, please, God, sweet baby Jesus. Yes, it is Tony Brothers. JB, I appreciate that. I got Jonathan right here. You have lots of Philippine viewers here. The most online people spend most of their time. Ralph, yeah, we've actually had good turnout from a little bit of everybody around the world. It's been really cool. David Robinson's in the house. Daniel Berry, thank you for stopping in. And Cobring. 210, I do not. D-Sledge, what's going on? Perry, thank you for being here. Bonjour, Julian. I see Area 51 in the back. Can we get some Area 51? That's literally right behind me. Yeah, different vantage point with me here by myself, isn't it? There you go. I am rocking without a jersey. I'm wearing a Spurs hat and just an Under Armour shirt. It's actually kind of warm in my house, and a jersey would make it even warmer. I don't want my AC running because it's right there, and it would probably be picked up on the mic and not sound very good. Boris DL, what's going on? Grogu is in the house right there. If you're not first, you're last. Deplorable, that's true. Melissa dropping the aliens. Bible English greetings to you. This is a must-win game. Did Wemby say I'm not worried at all because we're the better team? Did he say that? I did not catch that. Okay. Yeah, I guess Stingray X Factor, if the Spurs win, I'll have to keep it jersey off, right? Tradition. Tony's rooting for Fox. I think we're all rooting for Fox because, well, actually, let's get into the last game. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Actually, Greg Popovich will remind you before we go into what happened in game number 1. Thank you, Pop. Appreciate you. Where's Francisco Alberto at? I don't know. Yeah, I heard West. The amount of views for these finals has been, or the playoffs. The Western Conference Finals, that Game 7 was probably the biggest one. Maybe Game 1 and Game 7, the double overtime, then the Spurs clinching the series. But the finals are doing well as well. Pedro, what's going on from Portugal? Let's get into the last game. You might not want to recap it, but we got to talk about it. For the Knicks, the thing that really stands out for me is, one, Josh Hart had 15 rebounds, which I didn't realize when I did yesterday's video. Josh Hart with 15 boards to lead everybody. That is crazy. And then Jalen Brunson, 30 points is good. 12 of 31 is not good. I don't expect Jalen Brunson to shoot this poorly the entire series. I'd be happy if he did, and the Spurs have a legit chance to win if he's shooting that poorly, but I don't see that happening. Alex Ring from the Philippines, thank you for being here. John Sanchez over in San Antonio, and Mr. 88 also in San Antonio at a watch party. Peter from Calgary, Canada, thank you for stopping in. So there's the Knicks. I think that's the really thing that stands out is Jalen Brunson's 30 points on the poor shooting, and then Josh Hart being a rebounding machine. Workforce Planner, I'm trying to avoid the AI videos. There's so many now that I can't keep up. And I appreciate you guys sending it to me on the Twitter, but it's getting to the point now where if 10 of you each send me the same video, I can't respond to every one of you saying that's funny. And it's getting to the point now where I'm just not being able to respond much at all because I'm getting a one-man show. Well, yeah, anyway, let's talk about the Spurs because Julian Champagnie started the game very strong, hit 5 3-pointers in the first half, then he hit none in the second half, but he did have 10 rebounds, so I like that. Wemby was a mixed bag. He had 12 boards and 3 blocks, which I like, but the poor shooting, 6 of 21 and the 6 turnovers. That's right, he had the same amount of field goals as turnovers, is not going to cut it. And speaking of not going to cut it, I know he's dinged up. Maybe it's still bothering him more than we know, but De'Aaron Fox with 7 points on 3 of 13 and 3 turnovers. That ain't going to do it either. Tim Malicious drops the $10 Super Chat, says, time to dominate. Let's get it. I like it. Tony Brothers is the ref, guys. Thank you to Malicious for the $10 Super Chat. Appreciate you guys. Tony Brothers, apparently he is the mastermind of the home team winning. So I guess that's good for us. Miss TSR is not going to be responding to my Twitter responses, David. I am getting a little inundated with more messages than I can handle now. I do read every one of your messages on the videos, but being able to respond to the Twitter messages, plus the Instagram messages I get on the other channel, plus emails now, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Devin, I like the 9 boards. Defensively, I thought he was pretty much his normal self. Bonjour Arno, but he's got to shoot better. Stephon Castle struggled at times, but he did rebound well as well and didn't have the worst shooting night. And then our bench. Our bench was a good evening, Fontwine. Ejo, what's going on? End of days. Our bench was rough. I don't know how else to put it. You take Dylan Harper's 16 points away, and our bench in 34 minutes scored 4 points with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Our assist numbers, we're actually looking at this, were very low in that game. 1, 2, 5, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 5, 8, 13. We had 16 assists. That's not nowhere like us. We're usually like around 25 to 30, so need to pass the ball better. And a big reason we had so few assists is the Spurs were bricking threes left and right. So you pass the ball to a shooter and they miss the shot, you're not getting an assist. But our bench needs to play better. Harrison Barnes, wow, that is not a good game by Harrison. Keldon Johnson couldn't get it going. He had 3 points and 3 fouls. Carter Bryant only got 4 minutes. Luke Kornet, I don't know what's happened to him, but he has fallen off a cliff. 0 points and 1 rebound, and he is such an offensive liability. Now, when he gets the ball, regardless of where he is, unless but pretty much anywhere is minus, like right in front of the rim, he's not shooting. It's literally 4 versus 5 right now when Kornet's on offense on the floor. I know he's not going to be turned into the stretch 5 he was, 6, 7, 8 years ago, but he needs to be a little more active on offense. That's not a cut it. And then Dylan Harper was fantastic in the game. And a lot of folks, yourself included, have said that Dylan Harper should have been in more in the fourth quarter over De'Aaron Fox. And I can't argue with that. Graham, yeah, Wemby was off. Wemby was way off. The team was off. The team was just... Whoops. We don't want that back again. The team was off. The coaching, the players, everything. Thank you, Workforce Planner. What's up, Knights Pride? You need to give more minutes to Harper. I don't have a problem with that, especially if Fox is struggling. Phil says, it's amazing how New York beat us in Game 1, but I still don't hate them as much as I hate OKC. Jay Nasty's a Knicks fan. Thank you for stopping in. You know what? Let's get the Yodi Boop. La Arf with the let's go from, what a bad word in between, from Australia. Yeah, the Fiesta Jinx. Good evening, Beavis. Yodi Boop, Yodi Boop. People said today's video was poop. Boop! I'm sorry. I got beat up on today's video. Holy moly. Probably one of the most hated videos I've done on this channel. Which is why if I was low energy when I came in, my apologies. I was still trying to get my head out of that mode. But I'm starting to feel better now. We're warming up in the stream here. Read today that the Chicago Bears are moving to Hammond, Indiana. What? They can still be the Chicago Bears, though, right? If the Spurs going to win this game, they'll start with... Yes. I don't want to see Wemby... Stephon Castle is going to play the role Wemby, but he's got to be getting in the paint and dominating, being the alien, getting the Area 51 connection going. I don't want to see him just settling for jump shots left and right. We see that happen in games, and it's just not going to work. The team's offense does not function like that when he turns into a perimeter jump shooter. Area 51, people today hated the video. There was a lot of backlash for it. It is what it is. It is what it is. What can I say? Workforce Planner says, let's get to 200 likes before the game starts. That sounds good. Cyborg says, if you don't hit the like button, the Spurs will lose. I don't know where we're at right now. Tip-off is in less than 10 minutes. We're at, 185? We can get to 200. 15 more people. We can do it. I know we can. Just like we can win today. I think the thumbs up, I know you guys like to monitor the thumbs up on streams like this. I think we're probably going to have a smaller crowd and smaller thumbs up just based on the fact I think a lot of people there are people giving up on the Spurs already. Batista, thank you for stopping in from Argentina. Arnold singing What Is Love. I like it. Fox keeps saying, yeah, Fox settling for threes too is not what I like at all. Not a big fan. Eddie, what's up? B-Bear says they hated the video for what reason? So David, since you guys asked, and I'll let you know, people are asking, I was, and I had to delete some of the comments, heavily criticized for doing a draft video during the NBA Finals. And my thought process was the draft starts June 23rd. If this goes 7 games, this series ends on June 19th. And I do a recap, a report card the next day. So that leaves me 3 days to cover the draft. And I was like, I want to get ahead of that. Plus, I already did a video on the Spurs loss. And I kind of covered what I think needs to be corrected moving forward. And we're live for every game for 3.5 hours. So I don't know how much finals coverage people want between 3.5 hour live streams and a follow-up the next day. But some people really gave it to me on that video. So what are you going to do? It is what it is. Thank you, Dorothy. What is WNBA? That is the Women's National Basketball Association. Workforce, we can get the likes up. We can. And it probably might be a slow start tonight, too. It's a Friday night. Phil, thank you. I thought it would be a nice change of pace. I mean, do you guys really want to keep talking about the Game 1 loss over and over? I did one video on that, and that was enough. I did not like making that video, having to point out the fact that Wemby did not play well. Fox, I mean, is most of the team. I don't want to have to keep talking about that. Thank you, Area 51. As far as videos tomorrow, I won't have a video up tomorrow morning. I usually have a video up the next day in the playoffs, especially in the finals. I am going to be busy all morning and won't be available till late afternoon, so I'll have a video up Sunday. We don't play up again until Monday anyways because of travel, so there's a little more time in between these games, but I will have a video up. And for the love of God, I got to get that Sling and That D video done. The Florida says, beware of visitors come to spread seeds of doubt. Good evening, Lisa. Thank you for stopping in. Castro, I appreciate that. Vicky Miss TSR is out of the state tonight. She is getting ready to run a Spartan tomorrow and Sunday. One minute I start watching TSR Sports, and next the Spurs are in the finals. Let's go TSR Sports. Believe capable? Man, it hasn't been like that the previous 6 years. We've been calling the Spurs for 7 years on the channel. In the first 6 years, they were a losing team. They're finally a winning team this year. It is do or die. I, Wessex, thank you for stopping in. I truly believe it's do or die. I agree. Art Emil from the Philippines says, methinks Spurs shall win if A, 1, no turnovers. Yeah, limit the turnovers. More threes than the Knicks. Not taking the threes, but making the threes. Limit Jalen Brunson to 29. Go Spurs go. Must win. It is a must win. It is. Dave, but we do have the plushies here, and they're represented nicely. Even if the Spurs were to go down 2-0 in this series, I will still believe they can win it. But history shows when the home team goes down 2-0, they've never come back. So if we're going to go based on history, this is an absolute must-win. Yes, good luck to Miss TSR Melissa. I agree. New York should be the fresher team. They had a week and a half off. Oubre Jr., yes. We do need Fox to be De'Aaron Fox. Omar, let's not do that. Let's not say F the other team, because you would not want to see in the chat F the Spurs. Let's not be that fan base. Let's not be Eagles fans. You know what I mean? Rat Boy, thank you for stopping in. I love rolling my R's because that's what I do. People think Tony Brothers will favor. So, Gray Emmy, it seems like they favor the home team, from what I understand. Although Game 5, where was Game 5? Game 1 and 2. Game 2 and 5 was in OKC. OKC won. It appears that the home team generally wins when Tony Brothers is calling the game. I don't know. Can we fire the refs? Wemby T-Rex Arms? No. Ryan, this game is on NBC, not NBC, ABC. ABC tonight. Thank you, Seg Production. I appreciate that. When you guys say this stuff, I really appreciate that. If Miss TSR isn't there, why is Jonathan there? Okay, so the reason for that, Phil, is Miss TSR's only got so much room in her luggage, Your Royal Highness's match luggage. When she travels, she has one travel partner, and that is Slothy, which you see, or the Sweet Potato, or the Piggy Bank, whatever you know him by. He usually sits up here with Yodi, either here or here, and Slothy is traveling with her as well. So that's why Jonathan's here, because he's here. I actually have a picture of Slothy traveling with her, and I'm going to show it to you, because why not? This will be a little Slothy camera time for those of you that the Slothy fan club. I got to find the picture. There he is. Let me pull up the picture, and as you can see, he's traveling. He's ready to go. The hot dog that shot. She is traveling. Actually, I think you may have sent that right before I showed that. Thank you, Ron Martinez. Y'all are awesome. All y'all plushies and all. The plushies, I gotta say, for the playoffs, A+. They have come through. Gregory said, come on, TSR. I'm an Eagles fan and Spurs fan. Don't say if the other team just... But I mean, as far as fans that can have, like, real vitriol for the other team's fans, or team in general, you guys are up there. Weekend are 6. I hope so. Spurs won Game 3 versus the Timberwolves with Tony Brothers as... Okay. Fox makes me feel bipolar. Okay. Cap 65, not anxiety yet, but I'm not naive to the fact the Spurs need to win this. Beantown Breakdown, thank you for stopping in. Tony Brothers has a vendetta against Stephon Castle. What? And a vendetta against Steph? Little Stephon Castle's not happy. DJ Rose, you feeling the Rams can do it all this year? We'll see. Arthur Nickel, tip-off should be within the next couple minutes, I think. Art, good evening to you. D Sledge going old school, singing the Hail to the Redskins song. Actually, do you guys have a song anymore? Because Hail to the Redskins, you can't say Hail to the Commanders. It doesn't fit. The words don't fit. So do you have a song anymore you guys sing? Or is now that the name has changed, are you just rally songless? Zena, no, it's illegal in the United States. We'll have a live game clock, a scoreboard, doing a reaction, interacting with you guys. Players on the court will be over here. But in America, you cannot show copyrighted footage without express written consent from the owner, in this case, the NBA on ABC. And they're not giving me permission to show this. Gret X011, thank you for stopping in. We love our Commanders. Tony 0251, thank you for stopping in. HTTR. Yeah, there is a game I can show. Fair enough. Appreciate that, Rodney. Tip-off should be any minute now, right? Yeah, Wemby Starks Arms, in my back of my mind, they're that too. I guess they're trying to bring that name back at some point. I don't know. Would you be here? Because then he would be Cracking Mouse says, is this a Knicks stream? I can't tell. I got to assume he's trolling. I think he is. Game is on ABC. Should be available anywhere at Rabbit Ears. Jeffrey, I can't pull it on Rabbit Ears. I got to watch it on YouTube TV Sports. But possibly the original Washington name back, which would be weird because that means that within a decade, they'll have changed their name 3 times from the Washington Redskins to the Washington football team to the Washington Commanders back to the Washington Redskins. That's a mess. And they're literally at 3 team names within 4 years. Will Spurs crowd be outshined by Knicks fans again? James, that was depressing. I could hear the Knicks fans very, very well. Giants, Yankees, and Spurs. Bliss, that's me too. But the crowd, I guess a lot of, from what I was reading online, and I didn't get a chance to dig into this story as much as I wanted to, but a lot of Spurs season ticket holders, did they sell their fans to Knicks fans? Thank you, Omar. Appreciate that. We need. You know, the thing is, somebody was saying this. Cobra, what's going on? Wemby does not like Chet Holmgren. If it's not dislike, there is a ultra competitiveness that Wemby has against Chet Holmgren. When Wemby's on the court tonight in the rest of this series, every one of those Knicks players he needs to pretend is Chet Holmgren. You know what I mean? Everyone needs to be Chet. What's up, Chris? Thanks for stopping in. Jalen Brunson got a fan toss and banned from courtside seats because the fan was calling him a flopper. Bo, we have lost a playoff game with her. She was here for game 1, and we lost game 1. So unfortunately, she's not undefeated. And we lost the game earlier, too. I want to say it's Minnesota or Portland. For really calling a flopper, I can understand if the guy was using racial or political stuff, but he was really just calling Brunson a flopper and he got him thrown out, like LeBron with the fans a couple years ago. New York is a rabid fan base, and yes, they do have money. You have to have money to live in New York. My goodness, it's expensive to live there. I would never even consider New York. Spurs will win 4 in a row. Beavis, I hope you're right. Silver Wolf Ventures, what's going on? Good evening, Spurs fans. Let's effing go. Spurs by 16 tonight. Spurs going to Hulk out like the Hulk on the couch. DJ Rose drops the $2, says, it's possible for Spurs and Rams to get a trophy. What do I do? You know, DJ, I don't know if I've ever seen my teams win a championship in the same year. The Spurs won in 99, 3, 5, 7, 14. The Giants won in, it was 2017, but they won in 2008. Did the Spurs won 2000? Did the Spurs Giants win in the same year? They might have. I don't think the Giants will win anything anytime soon. They are not good. Mark Johnson, good evening to you. Sean Ward, thank you for stopping in. Lighton McQueen, thank you for being here. I hope the Spurs win as well. That should be... the Giants will win again in 2047. Phil, I might not even be around at that point. I would be 70. Vegas Will says, thank you, Lord. Girlfriend is not here. We're winning. Wow, Vegas Will, that is harsh. They've won more than they've lost when she's here. All right, it was 2014. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Why didn't I... Wait, no, the Giants did not win. Wait, are you a San Francisco Giants fan? The other Giants? I was like, New York Giants did not win in 2014. I'm 100% sure of that. We need Wemby to step... We need Area to step up tonight. Looks like they're going to commercial. When they come back, the game will start. Yeah, Bubba, the Giants won... it was 2008 and 2012 is when the Super Bowl was played. It was the 2007 team and the 2011 team. Both those teams beat the New England Patriots. They're playing this goofy music for the Knicks again. Brunson, Bridges, Hart, OG, and Cat. What is with this goofy music? Melissa, I was just... Yes. Wait, did they play that same song at New York? I don't know what it is. It sounds like a kid's song. I don't know. This is all I got. Grammy, that's what I'm saying. What on earth is that music they're using for the Knicks? Goofy music for the visitor side is always... Do you always play that music for the visiting team? I guess I've never heard it. Oh, JBG, I feel your pain. Anyone know what song? Yeah, I don't know. All NBA arenas have a goofy music for the visitors. I've never noticed because I usually have the sound low because I don't want it to be picked up by the microphone. I never noticed that goofy music. I seriously don't. Joel, the score right now is Knicks 0 and the Spurs 46. It's 46-0, guys. Spurs off to a good start. Yep. Oh, I'm sure we're going to get goofy music too. Game hasn't started yet. We did the Coyote Boop. Jonathan Boop. Okay. Jonathan Boop for good luck. Our resident UConn fan. Boop. Well, other resident UConn fan, I should say. Can we get an extra boop? All right, Yodi. People are asking for another boop. You got one in you? What's up, Raider Paul? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, Chris Selena's long gone. I don't even have that picture of her anymore. Boop. Fox, Champagne, Vassell, Castle, and Wemby are the starters. Yodi, get comfortable there. You got a big game. We need you to be able to watch. I don't hope we need Riley Grogo to start. Miss TSR FF Chef is off running a Spartan tonight. Well, this weekend, not tonight. Excuse me. She flew out of town today. She is out in somewhere between Indiana and Ohio, I believe, is where she'll land up. Game one with 30-40% fans in San Antonio. How's that? Rat Boy, there's a lot of Knicks fans at that last game. We do need Darren Fox to show up. He's probably going to be the X factor, right? Which Darren? Wemby and Fox. Keldon. A lot of our guys. Luke Kornet. All right, so for those of you that are new to the channel, this is a live play-by-play, reaction, chat, etc. The game clock will be above me. So when this is a run-in, the game's a play-in. When it's stopped, that means we're in a timeout or people are taking free throws, etc. But that scoreboard will be run by me. Which I think it was music from... Was it SpongeBob? Fox was a DNP game one. Well, Fox played like a DNP, but he was definitely on the court. Hey, we're getting our first troll tonight. Thank you, FC Butt Plug VQ Bunghole. Nicaragua, this is George. George? Is it George I met a few years ago? Is it Jackal George? We can do this, guys. We can do this. We can do this.
We can do this.
We got this. We got this. Wemby's Derek Sarnes. I think Wemby's been wearing that padding for a while. He got that bruised rib and he got whacked in the rib in the playoffs, didn't he? In Portland? So I think that's been there ever since. Joker Too Saucy. Yes, you can get a Chuck Norris. And what's up, Oflin from Singapore? Here's your Chuck. I see some folks saying hit the thumbs up. Appreciate that. The players are on the court.
And away we go.
We need a win tonight, guys. We absolutely need to win. Pedro put 1,000 on the Knicks. I put 0 on both teams because I don't know when to hold them.
Or when to fold them, when to walk away, or when to run.
Let's get a win, Spurs fans. Knicks fans, you are welcome here, but I will, of course, be rooting for your team, but I'll try to call the game down the line as much as possible, because if you can see it, then there's no point in me BSing you. I will call the game legit. Let's get the thumbs up. Let's get some folks in here. Let's have a good stream. Jump ball is on the way. I got to fix my players on the court. Spurs win the tip-off. Let's move this down just a little bit. Let's mute my speakers just so in case ESPN plays some ads on their website. We need an aggressive Wemby tonight. Vassell with the ball for the Spurs. Kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive, gets into the paint, throws it into Castle. Castle back out to Vassell for a catch and shoot three. Vassell has hit his first shot. I like that. Can't say I'm in love with a three-pointer to start the game, but you know what? It was good ball movement. And that's a good thing. Our passing was not on point in the last game, so good ball movement to start us off. I think I saw a super chat. Team Prism with the $2 Rich says, go, Spurs, go. Thank you, Rich, for this entire season. You are welcome. All right, let's focus on the game. 3-0 Spurs up. Knicks ball. Jalen Brunson almost. He stepped out. I thought that was a backcourt violation. Wow, that was close. Brunson forces a two. Good. The fans wanted a backcourt violation. Did not get it. Wow, I can't talk. Spurs ball. Game is on ABC. I don't know if it's on anywhere else. Champagne with the ball, drives into the paint, gets by everybody. Layup is no good, but we're going to have a whistle, and he's probably going to the line for two. Agent Symbols, thank you for stopping in. Jada Thomas, a Knicks fan, thank you for being here. Neville, a hero, appreciate you. 3-2, 10:55 to go. We got the Fiesta colors on the scoreboard, but they're not wearing the Fiesta colors, which is probably a good thing because I understand they've not played well with the Fiesta shirts. Champagne's going to be at the line. Champagne tied for the second most in NBA's final debut in NBA history with his 5 3-pointers made. Dang. Champagne. All right. Made the first free throw. Yes, Tony Brothers is officiating. Take that for what you will. WWF era 0-0. Is that what we going for? Like the 2000 WF? Or am I totally reading your name wrong? Made both free throws. Yes, Aaron, I'm going to be behind. I'm on YouTube TV Sports. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. When I have the antenna, I'm ahead of you guys. When I'm watching YouTube, I'm unfortunately behind. It's Jalen Brunson getting harassed at half court. They get it to OG. OG is going to kick it out. They go around the world. And the runner is... Who shot that? That is no good. I think that was Bridges with the runner. Spurs ball. Nice defense by the Spurs. Maybe a little more double teaming than I'd like. Fox in the paint. Stops and pops the 2. And he still can't hit a shot. That was like a 3 to 4 foot mini. Darren, you've got to make those. You have to make those. We cannot afford you to miss those in the playoffs or the finals. And Castle's going to call for a foul already. Five to 2. Jalen Brunson going to the line. I mean, Fox got to the paint, which I liked. Got in there and literally a 3 to 4 foot jumper and missed it. He's got to make those. Brunson's at the line. First free throw's good. Did Sohan maybe diehard Spurs fan? Let's take a look at the foul. Lots of screens on Castle. Double screen. Little touch foul. This is Tony Brothers officiating crew. They're going to call the touch fouls, so you got to be careful not to commit a stupid fouls. Brunson is at the line for 3, by the way. Tony Brothers will blow whistle on everything. Yes, we seriously have to be careful with the touch fouls tonight. Omar, I still have my butthead downstairs. Yes, butthead is downstairs. Spurs fans trying to distract Jalen Brunson. So far, it has not worked because he's made his first 2 free throws. The third and final one is good. We're all tied up at 5. 10:15 to go. You have Chief, I don't hate the Spurs. And Castle gets knocked down. And a foul on the Knicks. I think it's on Josh Hart. Josh Hart had some foul trouble in the first game. Spurs fans getting loud in the arena. Yes, Ellie, this is going to be a game where you cannot touch your opponent. With Brothers officiating, yes, got to be careful. Spurs ball, Castle with it on 3-point land, 13 on the shot clock. Steph over to Fox. Fox looking to drive. Gets into the paint. Finds Vassell. Vassell over to Champagnie for a catch and shoot. All right, I don't love us taking all the threes, but Julian in another one. 8 to 5. Brunson will bring it up, guarded by Castle. Steph's got to be careful. And Steph with some nice D causes the turnover. And then Steph is going to get fouled by just another one. Josh Hart? No, actually, Josh Hart doesn't have a foul yet. They are calling every little touch thing, guys. That's 3 fouls on the Knicks already. It's going to be this kind of game. Oh, my goodness. Nah, no F the Knicks. Let's not do that. Let's root for our team, not bring the other team down. That's how I like to roll. Spurs ball. 8 to 5, 9:40 to go. Castle will bring it up. Castle forces a jumper and gets it in the paint. All right, good job, Steph. Don't doubt me. It is Knicks ball. OG gets in the paint. Reverse layup is good. Nice job by OG getting around Wemby. 10 to 7. The Knicks do lead this series 1-0. Steph with the ball again. Toss it over to Fox. Get it to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off in the paint. And pulls up his dribble and gets it back to Wemby and almost gets pickpocketed. Champagne's going to launch a corner 3. And I think he banked that in. Julian! Pop the Champagne! I did not love that shot, but it went in. Blue Demon, what's going on? You were surrounded by Knicks fans, I'm sure. There were a lot in the arena. Brunson in the paint, kicks it out. OG for 3 in the corner. As Fox jumped right by... Wow, the Knicks crowd is loud. I can hear them. The Knicks fans are loud. There's a lot of Knicks fans there. 13-10, Spurs up, 8.5 minutes to go. Steph guarded by Hart. Over to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Cat. Wemby gets into the paint, kicks it back to Steph for a catch and shoot 3. Back rim, no good. And it is Knicks' ball. I don't like the amount of threes we're taking. A couple have gone in, yes. But I think we've taken more threes than 2-point shots, and that got us in trouble in game 1. As we have a drive and a missed layup by Jalen Brunson. Spurs bringing up the court. Castle in the paint. Short jumper is no good. Fight for the ball, and the Knicks will get it. They get it up to Jalen Brunson. Vassell back in transition. And blocks Brunson!
No. That's in my house!
I don't mind Julian taking threes and Vassell, but I don't want us to start selling for threes left and right. Great job by Vassell blocking the crap out of Jalen Brunson. All right. Yeah, let's get some pineapples in the chat. Vassell the rim protector. Is Wemby taking a shot yet? Wemby's not taking a shot yet. I said one of the keys to victory was to establish Wemby early and in the paint. We haven't gotten Wemby established yet. I'm not a big fan of that. And Josh Hart stepped out of bounds. That's a turnover. We gotta get the unicorn. Gotta get the alien involved. Keldon Johnson's just checked in. Did I just sigh with saying Keldon just checked in? I did. I'm sorry, Keldon, but Harper's checked in already. Wow, Minch making some early substitutions. Maybe he's trying to keep his guys a little more fresher for this game. Castle out to Keldon. Keldon's going to drive in the paint, puts his shoulder down, gets swarmed, gets it back to Wemby. Wemby's going to fly in and dunks it over the entire Knicks team. All right, like maybe 3 guys, but you get the idea. Josh Hart misses a 3 from the corner. Finally got Wemby involved. Castle in the paint, out of control. Layup, no good. It was a lot out of control in that drive. Don't love that shot, Steph. Quick 3 down the other end by Brunson is good, and he's already shooting much better than he did in game 1. I did say he's not going to go 12 of 31 again. He's 2 of 5. Off to a better start. Castle gets by everybody into the paint. Out to Champagnie. Champagnie to Harper. Harper takes off into the paint. And he's going to get the layup, and it's going to go in. 17-13. 7 minutes to go. Spurs up by 4. It's been a back-and-forth game. Maybe officiated a little tighter than I'd like, but it seems to be letting them play now at the moment. I just probably jinxed it by saying that. It is Knicks ball. Cat with it. Cal tosses it over to Hart. Hart's going to drive, gets in the paint, sees Wemby, kicks it out to Cat for an open 3. Nope. No good. Nice shot by Harper getting there to maybe distract the shot a little bit. They get it up to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Brunson. Kicks it over to Keldon. Back to Wemby. Now it's a switch. Wemby for 3. No good. Knicks ball. 17-13. A little over 6 minutes to go. And almost a steal by Champagnie. Knicks get the ball back. They get it out to Cat. Cat guarded by Wemby. 10 on the shot clock. They get it to OG. OG back out around the world. In the corner to Bridges. Bridges is going to drive. Kicked it back out to Hart. Hart from the free throw line. Back rim, no good. And Wemby gets the rebound. Get it up to Harper. Harper gets it up the court. Dillon into the paint. Gets it to Castle. Castle's layup is no good, but he's fouled, and he is going to the line for 2. Key Comic Book Hunter. Key Comic Book Hunter. I have a comic book channel. I just saw that we have a comic book fan in here. What's wrong with Fox? So he's been dealing with the injury, but my goodness, he's showing his ability. We're going to timeout, guys. Fox is showing the ability to get to the paint and get by his man, but he's missing all his shots. So it's weird to say the ankle injury is affecting him, but then he gets to his points and he's just not hitting his shots. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Type ish. Nice channel name. Thank you for stopping in. I got to share Philobox Comics real quick here since I saw a comic book fan and any comic book fans in the chat. For those that don't know, I have a second YouTube channel. About 1,200 subscribers. A much smaller channel than this one, but a fun channel. A really fun channel. I have a lot of fun over there. Here is the link to Philobox Comics. And there you go. Would love to see you over there too. Mental problem, Mario, maybe? Rico might be affecting his lift, but that's when you got to adjust. You know, put a little more arm into it, right? By the way, we're getting close to 500 thumbs up. We only need 50-ish more to get to 500. Can we get 50 Spurs fans and or Knicks fans? Smash the thumbs up. And let's get to 500 in the first quarter, or maybe even more. Thank you, Greg Popovich. Appreciate you. You got to think Pop talked to the team after that game 1 loss. I didn't think I don't think I saw anything about that, but he must have. So from the Philippines, thank you for stopping in. To all my friends around the world, where are you at today? Drop your country, your city, and state in the chat. I love it when we play this game. Drop whether you're in Texas, San Antonio, the Philippines, Antarctica, Uranus, wherever you are. Let's make some noise in the chat. Harrison Barnes needs to sit this one out. Chris, I can't. Mandalorian, it's illegal. So I might get the 1,000 thumbs up, but then my channel will be shut down. I can't do that. There we go. I see Honolulu, Nicaragua, San Antonio's in the house, Wales, Australia. What's up, TX Zombie? Thank you for stopping in. Lots of folks from Texas, Las Vegas, Arkansas. Like to see it. Scotland, New York, Newark, New Jersey, Kentucky, California, Michigan, India, Harlem. If you put a flag in the chat, I'm terrible at geography. I might not be able to identify the flag. Marlon, no Miss TSR. She's running a Spartan in New York, unfortunately. Journey in Harlem, New York as well. Trinidad and Tobago, NC, lots of Texas. Guadalupe, Sacramento, Poland, Pelican Bay, Baltimore, Maryland, Dallas, Guado, Mexico. Oh, it's going so fast I can't read it now. I see some Philippines as well. Pensacola, inside of Wemby, lots of California, Oregon, France, Saudi Arabia, Minnesota. I love when I'm seeing the chat. Thank you guys. Multiple France, lots of Texas, Illinois, Mars, parts unknown. Thank you, James. Tatooine for the Star Wars fans. Iowa Essex is in New Braunfels. I don't know where that is. Oh, wow. We got another fake streamer here. We'll hide them because they are not welcome on the channel. Sorry, but you're not. You're not. Isaiah, what's up? Journey, thank you for stopping. I wonder how these bots are able to chat, like, avoid the 6 seconds slow. I don't get it. Julian's in Connecticut with me. Jafar Bana, it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward and not looking forward to the report card after the series. For those that don't know, I always do a report card after a series and grade the players. And I'm really hoping De'Aaron Fox plays much better than he is. I would hate to have to give him... If he gets outplayed by Dylan Harper, the conversation, I think, by the Spurs community is going to be time to move on from Fox if he's really bad in this finals. As Stephon Castle misses the first free throw. I'm a bot, beep, boop. Isabel in France, thank you for stopping in. Let the wife know she has clearly missed great comic relief. Justin, will do. Although she might be watching. I don't know. She might, probably, if she's awake or not traveling. More folks from the Philippines, thank you all for being here. Castle missed them both. Ball is going to go out of bounds off of the Knicks, but gotta make your free throws. We can't afford to be missing free throws. Yes, Wemby getting a rest, and he needs to get rest. We can't expect him to play 40 minutes a night. The second unit's gotta step up as they get into Kornet, and he's immediately fouled by Cat. We're in the bonus. Okay. Take care of the ball. Don't be chucking threes. Make your free throws because we got 2 more free throws coming up. Cannot be missing free throws. Steph. Did you miss both your free throws? It's okay. Now he's happy. I'm rubbing his head. Gotta make your free throws, okay? High five. All right, little Stephon Castle. Luke Kornet at the line makes his first one. Luke Kornet misses his second one. Oh, that is 3 missed free throws. Shaman in transition on a break. No good with the layup. It rolled off the rim. Nice shot by the Knicks getting up the court quick, but could not convert. It is Spurs ball. Harper thinks about a 3, pulls it down, drives in the paint, gets by everybody, and throws it down! Dylan, you son of a Harper. Can we get some broccoli in the chat, my friends? And a thunder dunk for Dylan. What a move by Harper. Goes up, gets right by Cat, and throws it down with 2 hands. Wemby's like, woo! They're showing Wemby. He's a Harper, man, as a rookie. The stuff he has done this year. And he's just gotten better and better and better. You got to think De'Aaron Fox is looking over his shoulder. Cat's going to take a long 3. Wow. The 28-foot 3 is good by the big man. 20-16. 5 minutes ago, Spurs are in the bonus. Knicks lead the series 1-0. Kind of a must-win game for the Spurs. Harper for 3. Yep, no good. I didn't really love that shot. Spurs are 3 of 6 from 3. The Knicks are 3 of 5. Shamet with a step back 3, and he's been on fire from 3, but that one was a brick. We have a foul? This is a bad foul if it's on us. More substitutions. De'Aaron Fox is checking back in. And Tony, that's something I'll address after the NBA Finals. I don't want to talk about any trades or, I don't want to talk about anything until after the NBA Finals. Well, we'll go in depth with contract situations, future of the team. I'll talk draft during the NBA Finals because the draft is literally, if this series goes 7 games, the draft is 4 days after the finals. So I want to touch on the draft before it's too late. Can we ban Tony Brothers? I wish. Carter Bryant has checked in earlier in this game. Will Carter Bryant make a difference tonight? Didn't really give us much in game 1. He showed up versus OKC in quite a few moments. Can he do it tonight? He's on Cat right now, which is a huge mismatch size-wise. I thought he'd be on Brunson, but no, not another whistle. It's going to go against the Knicks. I went out of bounds. All right, Spurs ball, turnover. Mike Solo. Wow. Brunson just stepped out of bounds. Did not realize where he was. That was a bad turnover. Carter Bryant with the ball. Drives in the paint. Gets it to nobody. Turned it over. Bad pass by Carter Bryant. I've seen this a couple times with Carter where he'll drive in the paint and get off his feet and then make a bad pass. And that was the case there. I think he was trying to get Luke Kornet. Cat with the drive and layup. Good. Cat went splat after the layup. Wanted the foul. Not going to get it. It is 20-18. A little over 4 minutes to go. Spurs ball. Vassell with a catch and shoot 3. Back rim. No good. I don't love falling with the 3s. Do not fall in love with a 3. Brunson will bring it up. He's got Carter Bryant on him. That is a tough matchup for Carter. Oh, Kornet just runs Brunson over. That was a bad foul by Luke Kornet. Thunderstar, yes, the Spurs do struggle a lot when Wemby's out. I don't know what Luke was doing here. Luke just runs at him. He may have sold the foul, but also, why are you running into the guy? What are you trying to do there? Kornet, office linebacker, right? I don't get that. What he's doing there? Both teams are in the bonus now. 3:55 to go. It is Knicks ball. It was not a shooting foul. Any foul now from either team will be a shooting foul if it's on the defense, of course. Brunson with the ball again. Throws up a shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to bounce around and fall into the Knicks' hands. And now a turnaround jumper is no good by Miles McBride. It is Spurs ball. Carter Bryant will bring it up for San Antonio. Gets it up to Fox. Fox into the paint. He's surrounded by 3 Knicks. Throws up a jumper off the glass and made it. All right. I was worried about a turnover there, but De'Aaron Fox in traffic toughed it out and made the jumper. Spurs shooting 53% from the field. The Knicks are shooting 35%. And then Landry Shamet gets fouled. And we have more free throws coming up. Speaking of chucking, Kenneth. There's a little early chuck. 22-18. We really need Luke Kornet to play well tonight. Mario, that's a darn good question. He's missing open shots, but in heavily contested traffic, he made a shot. I don't get it. Mitchell Robinson's going to the line. In the playoffs, he's a 36% free throw shooter. That is the lowest in NBA history. Are they doing Hack-a-Mitch? UK in the house, Duke of Sounds. He made the first free throw, though, of course, because I read that stat. Mitchell Robinson makes a free throw and improved his lifetime free throw percentage with that make. Move the microphone just back a little. I can put my Agua right there. He did make it. 22-19. Robinson at the line for one more. Yeah, that's more like it. That was a line drive miss. No good. Spurs ball, 22-19. And there is 3:17 to go in the first quarter. The Spurs are 3 of 6 from the line. We are not hitting our free throws. Carter Bryant with the ball over to Harper. Zips it over to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off in the paint. Throws up a high layup, and it is good. Attack the rim. I want to see more of that. Attack the rim. Not chucking threes, but attack the paint. We have 12 points in the paint already. Keep doing that. It's clearly working. Another whistle. Did Mitchell Robinson get fouled again? Robinson's going to the free throw line after. They are hacking a Mitchell. You know what that reminds me of? The old Hack-a-Shack in the first 5 seconds of the game. Century Ice Planet in the Philippines. Thank you for stopping in. They're hacking Mitchell Robinson. I guess that's going to be the thing. Okay. Not what I expected. Obviously, you would not want to do that putting him into the bonus, but they're already in the bonus, so I guess that's what they're doing. KMC, we need to get Wemby a lot more involved than 2 shots. That was one of the keys, I think, to victory. Get him going. Cooper with Cooper Sports with the Go Knicks, Boo Spurs. Nak Risha McGee, thank you for stopping in. Knicks are Spurs kryptonite. We're up right now, though, and I feel like we're playing better than we did in... YouTube sucks, eggs. Thank you for stopping in. I'm not expecting to see that channel name. We're starting off much better than we did before. Lue, don't have any links. It is on ABC. That's the only channel I know of in America. If you're outside the United States, I don't know where it is. I've seen, Jafar, people have said we should sign Rui Hachimura, but isn't he just kind of like Harrison Barnes? Like he's not a great defender, or I don't know. A bigger Harrison Barnes? I don't think that's what we need. Yes, Leandro, make them keep playing catch-up. Hakamich is going to give Wemby more time. Oh, JTV, you're right. Gambit says, listen, if we don't win this game, I give up. I'm not giving up, but I'm not naive to the fact that it would be extremely difficult to win down 2-0. Let's see. Do you think Game 2 is a must-win for the Spurs, or is a must? I forgot must-win, but you guys understood what I was saying. My apologies. 82-18. I agree. I think we need to win tonight. Greco says he can't play the defense we need. I agree. He's not a good rebounder. He's not a defensive stopper. You would give us... Would he be an upgrade over Harrison Barnes at this point? Yes, but is he what we need as a starting power forward? I don't think so. No, Bobby February, I'm a little surprised this is what we're doing. We're going to the Hack-a-Mitch. Mademoiselle's not going to be here, Arno. She's not. No idea, Ariane. ABC's all I got. Marlon, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. Let's go Spurs go for a 5-point lead in the first quarter. JC saw that the first time. I saw it the second time. Don't spam it. And now you've spammed it. And you got deleted by the... Don't keep putting the same thing in the chat, man. That's all I can say. T-up, I do agree Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I'm a Spurs fan, but... Michael Jordan, at least in my lifetime, is the greatest basketball player I've ever watched play the game. I know a lot of people will say LeBron. I will give credit to LeBron. He's been his longevity. All credit in the world to him. He's played almost 25 years in the NBA. That is insane how he's been able to stay at that level for that long. So I'll give all the credit in the world. But I saw him by Michael, and I really wish Jordan did not retire after his dad passed away. And I get, people say he retired because of his dad passing away. Some people say he retired because of gambling. I would have liked to have seen Jordan's Bulls versus Hakeem's Rockets. Because I don't know if Jordan's Bulls beat him both times. I could easily see that series being split 1-1. And then Jordan goes 7-1 in the finals. Especially the year Hakeem went nuts. It was the year David won the MVP. Anyway, back to the game, guys. We are back. Mitchell Robinson at the line for 2. I see some people saying the Knicks are sweeping. I hope not, but that should be obvious. I'm a Spurs fan. Knicks fans, I do appreciate you being here. Spurs fans, of course, I appreciate you being here. Everybody in between, any thumbs up, any comments you guys are being supportive of. Let's just have a good time tonight. Let's all get along. And Mitchell Robinson bricked the first one. He did make his very first free throw of the night. His second one is, oh my God, he's awful. Wow. Yep, Jordan pushed Brian Russell, I believe. The push off, Brian Russell, not Stockton. Fox with the ball, gets it to Vassell. Vassell's going to fake a 3 back to Fox for 3. Fox hit a 3. Oh, Malanta. We can win this game tonight. De'Aaron Fox hitting a 3 is a good sign because his 3-point shooting ain't been good in the playoffs. Do we hack a Mitch again? They're hacking Mitchell Robinson again. Wow. They're really committed to this. Lonchin Amagapaka Liman, a Filipino in the house. Thank you for stopping in. We're really doing the hack a Mitch on every play. I guess the Spurs are going to say, if you're going to play him, this is how it's going to be. Oh my God. Oh, he made it! It took a bounce and looked bad, but it actually went in. He's made 2 tonight. Wemby is checking back in. By the way, game number 3 is Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Game 4 is 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll, of course, be live for both those games. Miss TSR should be back for game number 3 for those of you that have been asking about her. You're welcome. I try to shout everybody out if I can see them. Francis, I don't love this either. I can't say I'm a fan of watching free throws all night. He made them both. Well, let's stop doing that then. Home Girl fan, thank you for stopping in. The Knicks are 6 of 9 from the line. We're 3 of 6. We're actually shooting worse from the line. Can we stop the hack-a-mitch now? Fox in the paint. Layup is good. Thank you, De'Aaron. Randy from Bermuda, thank you for being here. He made both, so stop the hack-a-mitch now. Fox with 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Fox has already equaled his output from game number 1 in the first quarter. They trap Brunson, and he passes it. It's going to bounce off a Spur out of bounds. It's going to stay with New York. 9 on the shot clock. Janamar, I wish it worked that easy, but we can't end the game with 38 minutes of game time left. 2 minutes to go in the first. It is Knicks ball. They have 9 on the shot clock. Fox does need to prove his contract. This is the time to do it. This series, especially tonight in a pivotal game 2. Brunson driving on Vassell. Off-balance jumper is no good. Harper flies in for the rebound, gets it up to Vassell. Vassell gets it to Fox, tries an alley-oop, and the layup is good to De'Aaron Fox. And Fox is showing up tonight. We do need Sacramento Kings De'Aaron Fox to show up tonight. We really do. They're really committing to double-teaming Brunson a lot. It is Knicks ball. Almost a turnover to get the ball back. 6 on the shot clock. OG with the ball, drives in the paint. Gets it into Robinson. Robinson with the bucket. Mitchell Robinson, nice job. 31-23, a minute 18 to go. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets by his defender. Lost the ball. Gets the ball back. Gets it to Wemby, who fell down. Wemby back up. Wemby with the ball. Looking to drive in the paint. Puts his shoulder down. And gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. G3, where's my Wemby? My jersey's there, and the actual Wemby is on the court. I don't have a plushie Wemby, though, if that's what you mean. And no more plushies. That's not me saying send a plushie. We don't have a plushie Wemby. Everybody good back here? Everybody good? Yodeing, okay? Missing free throws is not good, Bubba. We need to. Just goofing what's going on from Kentucky. Need to hit our free throws. Yes, absolutely. Wemby's first free. We're 3 of 7 from the line. Guys, we're shooting worse than Mitchell Robinson from the line right now. That is unacceptable. Make your free throws. 31-23, a minute to go. Well, a minute some change. Wemby's second free throw. He made it. We're shooting 50% from the line tonight. We should be up by double digits. And if this game comes down to the wire, you do not want it to come down to missed free throws. We've had a lot of games during the season like that. Don't want that tonight. It is Knicks ball. McBride down 3-point land, gets doubled. We're doing a lot of doubling. McBride getting harassed by Harper. And he turned it over. He traveled. All right, good job. Defense is stepping up. Need a plushie to match 5-1-2. Which plushie? Oh, actually, I think McBride actually stepped on the line as a backcourt violation. All right, the Spurs defense stepping up tonight. 1 turnover for the Spurs so far, 3 for the Knicks. So actually, both teams have been playing a clean brand of basketball. Spurs can get this lead to double digits. What a bucket. Fox with the ball, drives into the paint, turned it over. Knicks have numbers. Shaman in the paint, layup good. Sooner they mentioned the Spurs had 1 turnover. De'Aaron Fox on cue. Turned the ball over. 29.1 seconds to go. Spurs have 8 assists so far. That is half of what they had in all of game number 1. So they are playing better team basketball than they did in game 1. Fox with the ball, takes off, throws it out to Wemby. Wemby's going to take a... No, he's going to fake a 3. Gets in the paint. Layup is good. That's the Wemby that we like to see. Fakes the 3, gets by his defender, and then scores in the paint. Mitchell Robinson actually fell down on that one. Jalen Brunson's going to hold, probably going to take the last shot. He's going to take a long 3. Off the rim, no good. Wemby with the rebound. Wemby's going to throw it up from the free throw line. Not even close. Stanley Cup final live? What? Get out of here with that. I don't even know who's in the Stanley Cup. No disrespect to the hockey fans. A weird thing to see in the chat. We're up 34-25. And if we can make our free throws, it really should be like 36-25. New Vegas, he did fall. Pump and attack. And I like when Wemby does that. JX, going to try not to. We need to chuck them up tonight. UFO Chief, I hope you're right. The Whales in the cup. Wait, Hooker spit baby tears. Are the Hartford Whalers back? Type, I am not a Cowboy fan. Giants, Yankees, and Spurs. I know it's a little all over the place, but grew up in a New York household, became a Giants and Yankees fan, discovered David Robinson, became a Spurs fan. Nobody's a fan of basketball really in the house at the time, way back in 1990. I see a request for the game. Here you go. South Africa in the house. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody, or good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm a total wiper. I don't know what that means. That gotta be taken the wrong way. Miss TSR is running a Spartan this weekend, so she is unavailable. Be cryptic, me too. Giants, Yankees, and Spurs since 1995. 95 was a good year. It's the year I graduated high school. Defense, rebounds, make your free throws. We can win this game. There are people saying this series is over after 1 game. You remember Knuckleheads Kendrick Perkins and Gilbert Arenas when the Spurs lost game number 1 to the Timberwolves? It's over. Spurs are done. Come on, man. They're not the best team in the Western Conference for nothing. This series is far from over. Arnold singing some Billy Idol? Brunson shooting 25% from the field. Is he really? Brunson, 2 of 8. 25%. All right, that math checks. Let's keep him to 25%. It will be Knicks ball in the second quarter. The Spurs won the jump ball. Guys, let's get the thumbs up machine going. Let's get some people in here tonight. This is a huge game for the Spurs. Where's our crowd at? Let's get some folks in the chat. Get the thumbs up. Share it on your Twitters, your Instagrams, your TikTok. I don't know. Facebook. MySpace. Is MySpace still around? God. I really don't know. Rebound. Pass the ball. Right? They're passing the ball more than they did in game number 1. The Spurs better, the best they can. A 69 mugshot. I'm having a hard time reading that. Wanted to get your Spurs better do the best they can in the second because we just know the Knicks will turn on. Oh, do better now. Jorling Chung, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here on the other side of the world from me. James, the ticket prices, from what I understand in this game, were astronomical, which is one of the reasons there's so many New York fans in there. Russianique Mitchell, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate you. When Wemby adds 150 pounds of muscle, it's 150 pounds of muscle. Wemby would weigh like 380 pounds. His body would not be able to maintain that. W. Bull, fan since 1986. Nice. What about Bob with a $5 super chat says, Jeremy Sohan has a ring before the Spurs and Knicks. How do you figure that? I'm confused. Antonio, would I attend one of the finals games? No. I would not pay the money it costs to see the game. I would have to go to Madison Square Garden, and I can only imagine how much those tickets would cost, so I'll be watching for free from my couch. Wow, we're getting trolled hard tonight by the bots. Well, it is what it is. 34-25, Knicks ball. Cat with the ball. Over to Shamet for three. Shamet's been on fire from three, but he missed that one. Wemby with the rebound. And Harper will bring it up for San Antonio. Harper back to Wemby. Wemby back to Harper. 16 on the shot clock. Harper gets it to the corner for Castle for a three. Stephon Castle with the corner three. Can we get some pineapples and castles in the chat? Be nice for Steph to hit his threes tonight. He was a little rough in game one. Wasn't he like 1 of 5? Actually, his three-point shooting in the playoffs has been down, so I'd like to see him get back to like 40%. Cat for three. And Cat can do that. I'm from Massachusetts, songs, music, but a Spurs fan. Massachusetts. Western Mass. West Side. I mean, just saying. Castle with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for a screen from Champagne. He gets the screen. There's a switch. Castle back to Champagne. He's going to take a three. Back rim, no good. Wemby with the offensive tip. Back to Castle. Castle gets it back to Wemby. 10 on the shot clock. Wemby guarded by Cat. Over to Castle for... No, he fakes the three. Drives in the paint. And got blocked. Ooh. Now 3 down the other end is no good. Champagne with the rebound. And it's getting... Oh, Keldon Johnson is hobbled. Keldon Johnson just tweaked something. Wemby for 3. No good. I don't like Wemby shooting. I don't want Wemby to dominate the paint. Keldon is limping. I think the Spurs may need to take a timeout and get him out of the game. He is clearly hobbled. I mean, he's not a good defender as it is, but a hobbled, injured Johnson's no good either. As we're going to have a foul on the Spurs as Cat goes flying out of bounds. Stephon Castle's like, what did I do wrong? What happened to Keldon? Yeah, that was Landry Shamet that blocked Castle. Castle was going in, I think, for a dunk, but he took off a little too far. Yeah, he took off a little too far away for that. And great job by Shamet just playing the ball. I did not see what happened to Keldon. Castle at 9 minutes, 5 points. He does have 2 fouls, and he needs Stephon Castle to stay out of foul trouble. 2 free throws coming up for Karl Anthony Towns. Cat's first free throw is taking forever. He's like Wemby at the line. Made it. 37-29. No, Damian, a limp Johnson's not going to help us, and Keldon is checking out. Harrison Barnes is checking in. Hopefully Keldon's injury is not too serious. I mean, I know he's not played well in the playoffs, but we don't want to be down a guy either. Holy crap, we're getting spammed hard tonight with these fake NBA accounts. Wrench Gang, if you're in it, where's the Wrench Gang at? Because I'm hitting a lot of people here. Dylan Harper, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. P2 Sweet, thank you for being here. Harrison Barnes, we need you to play like pre-NBA Cup Harrison Barnes. Catman them both. Songs, music, nah. Patriots, Red Sox. Another one. How do they keep coming in? And a turnover by the Spurs. Do we have any wrenches in the house? We're getting kind of beat up with the fake accounts here. Any wrench gang representing? Do I need to give out some wrenches out? Harper with the ball, and he just lost it out of bounds. A lot of contact, though. Sam, I guess. Was that a foul on Harper? He said 2 fouls on Harper. No, that must have been an offensive foul. I didn't see. Oh, Omar, is it bad in here? Okay. Gary, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Wemby with a block. No. 37-30. All right, we have some wrenches. Just making sure. I was like, am I wrenchless tonight? There's a wrench in the plants. Nice, Alexander. Benoit, yo, from England to you. It is 37-30. Wemby with the huge block right there. They get into Cat. Cat gets in the paint and dunks it. And then stares Wemby down. Cat with a zesty stare on Wemby. And the Knicks are on a 7-0 run. Harper just lost the ball and turns it over. And momentum is now swung to New York. 7-0 run. OG in the paint. Kicks it out for 3. McBride's three is no good, and the Spurs get the rebound. Castle sprints up the court, takes off, out of control into the paint, and he's fouled. And the Spurs are not happy with the fouls. They just actually bleeped the audio in the game. I wonder if somebody was cursing. Let's take a look at the foul. Castle driving, getting chased down by Jose Alvarado. Alvarado grabs the arm, and then grabs the arm again, and then there's a pull. I think they're going to call it a common foul, but... yeah, I said it, Matt. Look at Cat just screaming at Wemby. He said, I'm not zesty! All right, man. Castle out the line for two. There's going to be that chase down play where he did this. Not saying he's zesty, but he plays some zesty defense. Anyway, that's enough of that. 38-32, make your free throws. Wemby does need to play inside more, Bruce. Dominate in the paint. Castle does get beat up, Chris. He does. 38-32, Castle with 10 minutes, 6 points. He's only 2 of 6 from the field. I want to see Wemby do more in the paint. Well, San Antonio, it was more of the floor, but Steph makes them both. That stops the run by the Knicks. And we're waiting for the New York Knicks to inbound the ball. Miles McBride will inbound it. Steph made both your free throws. Thank you. We need to hit our free throws tonight. 39-32, 9:16 to go. It is Knicks ball. Defense chants are out in San Antonio. McBride with the ball. Gets to the heart. They go around there with the Cat. And he gets the layup, and Cat starting to heat up. He had Castle on, which is a huge mismatch. Cat with 14 in the first half. We need Wemby to start scoring like that. Come on, Wemby. Where's the alien at? Castle pull-up jumper is no good. And Cat with the rebound. Why are we getting more plays run for Wemby? Seriously. Just saying. McBride with the ball. Over to Alvarado. Back to McBride. Guarded by Wemby. Takes a three from 27 feet. No good. Castle with the rebound. Hugo, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what we're doing. Champagny over to Fox. Gets it into Wemby and turned it over. That's on Fox. It was a bad pass. 39-34, 8:18 to go. Spurs up by 5. Cat with the ball. Takes a mile-long three, and it is no good. That was a little probably beyond his range. Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Drives. Almost turned it over again. And gets all tangled up. No whistle. Fox into the paint. Drives. And one! That was an angry De'Aaron Fox. He got tied up with Josh Hart. No foul on either player. Fox then gets away. Gets in the paint. Makes the shot. And one. That was weird. Hart had... Fox was maybe hooking a little bit. Hart was... That was a weird sequence. I don't know what to say. Fox to the line for one. 41-34. Fox with 11 points tonight on 5 of 6 shooting. He had 7 points in game 1, and he was 3 of 13. Hard, that whole sequence looked ugly. As we should expect, Tony Brothers is the officiating. It's Tony Brothers' crew tonight. To make our free throws. Wemby checking out. Wemby having a really quiet night so far. Really need to get him involved. I mean, in the end, a win's the most important thing. I don't care what anybody's stats are. If we win, that's all good. But I'd like to see Wemby get more involved in the offense. Yes, still, both Fox and Hart were looking at the ref like, what's going on here? The ref's like, I don't know, just keep doing a little dance. Hart with the ball at the moment. Gets it to Alvarado. Alvarado guarded by Castle. Castle does have 2 fouls. Castle pokes the ball out of his hand. Alvarado's going to go pick it up. 4 on the shot clock. Alvarado's going to... That was a dumb foul on Stephon Castle. Come on, Steph. Steph! You had him stopped. You forced a bad 3-point shot, and then you run into him. Miguel, there we go. Terrible, terrible, terrible foul on Stephon Castle. You can't... You should know better than that. That's 3 fouls on Steph. First free throw is good. Let him take the shot. You got him off balance. You haven't taken a bad shot. And then you get into space he's obviously going to jump into. And that's something Stephon Castle needs to work on in his young career is he gets a lot of bonehead fouls. He likes playing physical close defense, but you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Exactly, youth. Exactly. Second free throw is no good. 42-35, 7:38 to go. McLaughlin time. I don't think we're seeing Jordan McLaughlin tonight at all. Hugo, we did have the lead most of the game. The Knicks have been very resilient. They did it. They were down, what, 22 points to the Cavs in the fourth quarter, and they won that game one, and the Cavs were dead after that. The Cavs had nothing left. Fox with the ball, drives into the paint. Step back two. And that's a little too much on it. No good. Knicks ball, 42-36. I am telling him, Steven. Cat with the ball, drops it off to Alvarado. The Spurs are winning the rebound war so far, 18-12. Alvarado guarded by Kornet on the switch. Oh my goodness. They get into Cat, and it's almost stolen by Fox. Cat gets triple team, kicks it out for an open three. That was Mikal Bridges for three. Timeout, Mitch. $42-39. DeParlo, I don't think Fox has been bad. And Fox is much better than he was. Much better than he was in game one. He's 5 of 7 from the field. He was 3 of 13 the other night. So he's playing much better. He only has 1 assist, but overall he's definitely much better. Harrison Barnes is yet to take a shot, and that's somebody that I think really needs to play better. The bench, our bench in general, needs to play better. Castro, I'd like to see more from Wemby tonight. I really thought he would come out and they would run plays for him, establish him in the paint, establish his game early, which, of course, when Wemby's established, it opens the offense for the rest of the team. And so far, they have not done that. Now, New Vegas Care, I get it. It's something Steph has to work on in the offseason, amongst other things. Marlon, he's playing well. I don't get it. Yeah, Keldon get banged up, but I'd like to see Barnes. I keep saying it. What happened to his three-point shot? Because Barnes was our best three-point shooter before the NBA Cup. He was hitting 43% of his threes at that point. The NBA Cup arrives. He goes over 16 in that stretch, and then he's just fallen off a cliff since then. I said this before the stream started. Wemby needs to look at every New York Knicks player and pretend it's Chet Holmgren. Every player is Chet Holmgren. Everyone. If he does that, then he'll get it going. If he doesn't, then I don't know. We needed a timeout about 2 minutes ago. Maybe, Haro, maybe. Ryan says they're holding our players. I didn't notice a hold, but it hasn't been egregious like the Thunder, but I'll keep an eye on it. Mike says Fox playing like Harper and Harper playing like Fox so far. You mean like a reverse of the last game? Yeah. I just saw a Gumby reference. Yes, Wemby plays like Gumby from Nickelodeon. Does Gumby have any game? I've actually never seen Gumby play basketball. I don't know. He might be a really good player. I've never seen Gumby play. Wemby becomes Chet. I don't want Wemby to become Chet. By the way, I always butcher his name. It's Chet Holmgren, and I always call him Chet Holmgren. I forget the M all the time. You know what? The Knicks probably are happy to be down only by 3. You know what, Cat? The crowd's dead because there's a lot of Knicks fans there. There are a ton of Knicks fans in San Antonio, which, hey, props to the New York fans for, well, one, spending the money to get out there, but the Knicks are representing, and I guess I should say no props for the Spurs fans that sold their tickets. I guess if you can sell your ticket to make a huge margin of profit, that makes sense, but I'd rather go to the game. Guys, we have slowed way down on the thumbs up, though. We had 500 in the first quarter, but we're only at, we're at 755. Can we get up to 800? Let's get a rally going for our Spurs. Let's get some energy in the chat, get some thumbs up, make some noise. We can do this. They can win this game. It ain't going to be easy, but they can win this. Thank you, Melissa. Boom, boom. I don't know. That's a good question. We need more from Wemby. What can I say? We need more from Wemby tonight. We need more from everybody. Everybody needs to play their best basketball, but it all starts with the top. Fox is stepping up tonight to his credit. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. He's having a significantly better game than last game. So far, Cat is outplaying Wemby. They're literally putting it on the screen. Cat has 14 points and 5 boards. Wemby has 5 points and 4 boards. Cat is 5 of 7 from the field. Wemby is only 2 of 4. The Spurs need to run him some plays and find a way to get him involved. That is one of your best. That is your best player. Harper with the ball, drives baseline, reverse layup is good. He's your best player. Is he your best offensive player? Yeah, I think so. And you need to get your best offensive player involved. Harper now with 6 points in 11 minutes on 3 of 5 shooting. Harper looking pretty good off the bench tonight. Maybe looked a little better in game 1, but I don't think he's been bad tonight. It is Knicks ball. Brunson has checked back in. 44-39, 6.5 minutes to go. OG with the ball, guarded by Vassell. OG lose the ball and a late whistle. Oh, it's going to go against the Knicks. Okay, Spurs ball. I don't know what happened on the whistle, but it's Spurs ball. The Knicks have 6 points off turnovers. The Knicks have 6. The Spurs only have 2 as Fox gets in the paint. The jumper at the rim is no good. New York ball. Brunson will bring it up for New York. Brunson driving, gets by everybody and kicks it out. And now a 3 by OG. No good. OG falls down. Wanted the foul. Not going to get it. Spurs ball. Harper gets up the court. Looks like he took a little hop step travel there, but no whistle. Vassell for 3 from the corner. No good. So we're running in transition, and we take a 3. I don't love that. There's another turnover. Harper with the ball will sprint up the court, gets into the paint. The layup is no good. I think he got blocked. Flies out of bounds. It is Knicks ball, 44-39. There's a 3 by the Knicks, and it's good. I think that was OG. The Drew Show with the $5 Super Chat says, Wemby has 4 shots. Kid just don't want it. All those Knicks and the trashy fans all want it more than him. Wemby looks like a windbag. Oh, well. Wow, dang. Drew Show, thank you for the Super Chat, but man. Ouch. Harper got blocked on that layup, by the way. They just showed the replay. I thought he did, and he did. Well, Drew Show, thank you. Wemby, you know, some people said this, and not just about Wemby, but the whole Spurs organization is going to be Knicks ball, as I was reading the Super Chat. Did the Spurs win their NBA Finals when they beat the Thunder? Vassell almost causes a turnover. Vassell wants a foul, not going to get it. Throwing his hands up. Vassell's like he may have gotten tripped. Let's take a look at the replay. Hart with the ball. Vassell pokes the ball out of his hands. Vassell looks to get by him. And Josh Hart tripped him. He grabbed his ankle. Are you kidding me? He tripped him. Spurs are challenging this, as they should. You just now with the $2 Super Chat says the Space Jam aliens took Wemby's b-ball skills. He totally tripped him. Yes, he did, guys. That is obvious. That is being replayed. So Devin Vassell's getting ready to run on the fast break after the turnover, and Josh Hart grabs his ankle. Blatantly obvious, grabs his ankle. My clock is fine, Kunke. It's at 5:12. We're good. Got clear. Put his arm out and then closed his hand and tripped the dude. They're like, oh, Josh Hart wasn't looking. He puts his arm out, hits the hand, and then closes it on the wrist. He knew what he was doing. Don't give me that BS. He knew what he was doing. They were just trying to defend him on the announce team. He went out, and then as soon as he felt that Vassell, he closed his hand. They're asking, do you think that was an intentional trip? It was, you freaking morons. Which game are you watching? Could these freaking announcers suck anymore? They're literally saying, oh, you think that was intentional? Oh, he didn't know he was there. BS! He put his hand out. As soon as his ankle hit it, he closed it. What'd you think that was? Cyndi Lauper? I don't know. I went to the 80s on that one. Flagrant 1, maybe? Do they call flagrants on stuff like that? I don't know. I don't see many trips. It was clearly intentional. Josh Hart, you bunghole. You ankle grabber. John Connor, come with me if you want to live. Tony Brothers is reviewing it. Don't really have a lot of faith in that and saying that, but he is. Are we going to get the call? Flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact. Flagrant 1. We got it, guys. It was a flagrant 1. You called it. I wasn't sure if that would be a flagrant. You guys called it a flagrant 1. That was his third foul. They said it was intentional. I agree. If he didn't close his hand, maybe not. But when he put his arm out and hit Vassell's ankle, he then closed it and wrapped his hand on the ankle, which means you knew what you were doing. Tony Brothers got it right. Holy crap, hell just froze over. Vassell will be at the line for 2, and that is possession as well. Right, A. Hernandez? Dyers, I don't know. Is that who was saying it? Was it Richard Jefferson that was saying that that was an intentional not... No, we got another challenge. Best refs in the biz. Andy Bananas, you don't believe that. Vassell at the line for one more. Made it. 46-42. Ankle gate, nice. It is Spurs ball. Wemby's in, and Keldon Johnson is on the court. Our Johnson got limp in the first quarter. He was limping around, but it seems like he's solid and straight again. So let's hope he plays well. We need Keldon to be the 6th man of the year in this series. We're gonna have a chance. We seriously do. Spurs ball. Keldon with the ball, gets it to Wemby. Speaking of needing to step up, Wemby looking drive, gets a little crossover, kicks it out to Champagny. Champagny for 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, and a loose ball foul on the Knicks. It was Richard Jefferson. Okay. G3 says Spurs in 0 win. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. The Drew Show with the $10 super chat says, I'm not going what the hacky OKC was their finals take. It's the finals and he doesn't want it, not showing it and talking like he does. Kid is about to be embarrassed globally. I gotta tell you, do we have a tentacle on the Knicks? If the Spurs win this NBA Finals, which I think they can, I'm going to go through these live chats and I'm going to make a highlight video of every Spurs fan that said we're done and cooked. No, I'm not, because I don't have that time, but I should. But I'm not going to. That also would be petty. I don't want to do that. Drew Show, thank you for the super chat. I do think Wemby needs to play better. I'm not going to disagree with anybody saying that. What's up, Yodo Mia? Who was the tee on? So the Knicks just got teed up. I don't know who it was on. Was it on Mitchell Robinson for arguing the call? Wemby made the free throw. And Wemby needs to be aggressive, Melissa. He needs to be a Wem beast. Robinson and Wemby getting physical. Wemby trying to push him off of him. At least he didn't throw an elbow. Just saying. Come on. Laugh a little. Life's too short. Harper with the ball, gets into the paint, and gets stuck, and turned it over. Wow, Harper a little loose with the ball tonight. And we have found the Spurs down the other end. Getting physical out there. 47-42, the Spurs are in the bonus. It'll be Knicks ball. I don't think this is a shooting foul. I don't think so. Vassell with the reaching foul. OG at... Oh, it is a shooting foul. Okay, OG at the line. First free throw is good. I stand corrected. It's 2 free throws. Damien said, Wrench Gang, wake up. What's going on? Is stuff happening in the chat? I can't look at the chat the whole time either. I got to call the game. I get yelled at by you guys if I don't call the game. Which I get, that's why you're here, so it makes sense. Both free throws good. 4:45 to go. The Spurs are 3 of 14 from the field this quarter. Including 1 of 6 from 3. Can we get some 2s? Just some 2s? By the way, the Knicks have taken more free throws this quarter than the Spurs. It's 7 of 6. Champagny throws up a lob to Wemby. And, well, there are 2 more free throws coming up. Wemby fouled. No, Harp not as sharp today, Lum. I see what you did there. James Davis with an interesting take. Says, I'm a Knicks fan and I know the Knicks will win the NBA championship. At this point, I prefer the Spurs to win tonight just to make the NBA Finals interesting because Spurs look horrible. I don't want to sweep. I see where you're coming from. You want a good series, right? Wemby missed the first free throw. I'm getting tired of saying we missed free throws. Bert, that's kind of a point too. Tony Brothers might be my least favorite official of all time. Come on, Wemby, make the second one. Nice deep breath, the little Shaolin monk prayer, whatever it is you do. Make the second one. We missed a lot of free throws tonight. Made the second one. I see some aliens in the stands, dressed up as aliens. 48-44. The Spurs are 11 of 16 from the line. The Knicks are 12 of 16. So it is dead even with free throws. So either fan base can't say this game is being favored one way or the other. Both teams have taken the exact amount of free throws. Shamet with the ball, drives, kicks it out. They go around the rope, find Jalen Brunson. Brunson going to get back to OG. OG with the kickback to Bridges for three. Good. It's a one-point game. Wow. Mikal Bridges with 9 points. He's hit all three of his threes. Wemby gets it to Keldon for three. Come on, Keldon. Keldon Johnson killing me. And Shamet blows right by Wemby for a layup. The Knicks took the lead. Their first lead of the game. The Drew Show with the $5 Super Chat says, I've told no lies, TSR. I'm just observing, commenting. No, I get it. Like I said, reality bites. Our dude is crumbling from the inside out. Not everybody is Tim. You're not, here's what I'll say, Drew Show. As Wemby fakes a three, drives, kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell for three. Good. And one? Wemby struggles right now. For those of you that are old enough, it reminds me a little of David Robinson in the playoffs. Now, Wemby's team did make the NBA Finals. David Robinson was never able to carry his team to the WNBA Finals, to the NBA Finals in the 90s. But I fear that if Wemby has a horrible final series and the Spurs were to lose this, he's going to get the shade David Robinson got in the 90s. Soft, doesn't step. If you guys are old enough, David Robinson got beat up in the 90s because the Spurs couldn't win anything. It was literally David Robinson, Sean Elliott, and a different coach every 2 years. It was not. David Robinson was not put in position to win a lot of championships in the 90s. Perennial playoff team because of him and some of the talent around him, but an actual legit contender, not really. Vassell makes a free throw, 52-49. Yeah, YLD. I am 48 going on 49 as Jalen Brunson gets in the paint and gets the layup, 52-51. 3 minutes to go. Spurs up by one. Vassell with a rare 4-point play. I like it. Fox with the ball, gets in the paint, runs right out of the paint, kicks it out to Vassell. Vassell drives in the paint, throws it up. Tough shot, no good. Wanted the contact, does not get the whistle. Shamet down the other end, drops it off to Brunson. Pull up three. In and out. Wemby with the rebound. We did have Vinny Del Negro. He was okay. He's not an all-star caliber player. It's not to the level of Timmy, Tony, and Manu. Fox with the ball in three-point lane, gets it to Champagny. Champagny guarded by Cat, starts drive, gets into the paint. Kicks it out to Vassell. Catch and shoot three, tough shot, and he missed it. Fell down two, did not get the whistle. Brunson will bring it up for the Knicks. Spurs holding on to a 1-point lead. OG's going to drive on Wemby. And I think that was blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Knicks. There were really good teams in the 90s. I like Sean Elliott. David Robinson's my favorite player, but I like Sean Elliott. But you look at the teams that won, David never had that legit two that Tim had. I mean, look at Tim, and I'm not trying to criticize Tim in any way, shape, or form. But if we compare David Robinson's career before Timmy, in Timmy's career, Timmy had stability. We're at a timeout, guys, so I'm just going to chat with you guys. Tim had one coach his entire career. David had, what, 6, maybe? Way too many. It was a carousel of coaches every 2 years until Pop took over. As far as supporting talent, Tim had David Robinson to start his career, then Tony Parker and Emmanuel Ginobili, and then eventually Kawhi Leonard. So that is 3 Hall of Famers, and Kawhi will be in the Hall of Fame too at some point. So 4 Hall of Famers around him. When you look at David's career, Terry Cummings was a good player, but on a descent when he joined the Spurs. Sean Elliott, love Sean Elliott, greatest shot in Spurs history, the Memorial Day Miracle. Sean Elliott is not a Hall of Fame caliber player. Dennis Rodman is a Hall of Famer, but he was only with the Spurs for 2 years, and he was actually more of a problem than a help, I would think. Thank you, Ana Garcia. And then after that, nothing. And Dominique Wilkins played for the Spurs 1 year, but that's the year they won 20 and 62, and Wilkins was way past his prime. But, Timmy is a great player, greatest power forward of all time, greatest Spur of all time. But the situation was different. He came into a fantastic situation and won 5 championships. So, by Bangs, it feels a little like game 1, yes. We need to make adjustments. And Wemby needs to get going. I'm a troll. I'm feeling the same way. He's got 7 points. We need more from him. Fox, thank goodness, is playing much better. But Wemby, where's the Wemby we saw in the first game? The very first game of the year. Remember Wemby versus the Dallas Mavericks? Maybe the most dominant we've ever seen Wemby. He was getting by everybody doing whatever he wanted. That's not the Wemby I see tonight. The Spurs are not going to, they can win this game with Wemby scoring, 15 or less, but it's going to be very difficult. You're going to ask a lot of your role players to exceed expectations. We really need the alien to get going. Thunderstar says, the Knicks look like the better team. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm just keeping it 100. The Knicks beat us twice this year. They beat us in the NBA Cup. They beat us in a regular season game. The Spurs barely beat the Knicks. So, yes, the Knicks are a tough matchup for the Spurs. Some will say a bad matchup. Cyborg, I don't know what's turning on Wemby. I still think he's an elite two-way player, but I do expect more from him. And I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, you're supposed to be our best player. You need to play it like it. Just like people say De'Aaron Fox needs to play like a max contract guy. We need you to do that in these NBA Finals. Mike SVA2 with the $2 Super Chat says, our bench, 7 points. Again, they're bad. Harper with 6, Kornet with 1. WTF, Rich. There you go. Our bench 2 games in a row is not showing up. It's Dylan Harper and nobody else. That means Keldon has 0. Barnes has 0. Bryant has 0. We are like spoiled kids in a way. It is the first season for many of us, and we don't fully realize what is happening or what is at stake. For me, the team that truly values the position is in it. The finals will be the one that wins it. Wemby talking about the finals, that they feel like they're spoiled to be here. Or Dylan Harper has probably been our best player off the bench 2 games in a row. Our rookie. It shouldn't be like that. I'm glad he's playing well, but the other guys need to step up. It is Knicks ball. I see another super chat. Let me get that in a moment. Brunson's going to get in the paint. Lost the ball. And Wemmy's going to pick up the loose ball. The Drew Show with the $5 super chat says, we should all be upset. Not one player is getting in Wemmy's face to wake up. Who was the quarterback? Let's respect how much Tim, Tony, and Manu never did this. There's a turnover by the Spurs. Somebody needs to step up. Spurs are... Oh, we missed a 3. I was reading the super chat. You're right. Somebody needs... Mitch! Remember when Mitch yelled at Carter Bryant? Almost made him cry? Start getting on your other guys. Cat with the ball, kicks it out to the corner to OG. OG's 3 is no good. Vassell flies in for the rebound. Champagne will bring it up for the Spurs. But Mitch, fire the team up. Do something. And a terrible pass by Wemby. That's a backcourt violation. Wemby saying that's on me. And I just heard the announcers say they're way out of rhythm. They're not playing Spurs basketball. This does not... So far in these NBA Finals, we've not really looked like the team that went 62 and 20, 16-22. Now I'm forgetting. There's a whistle. Castle is in foul trouble, Thunderstar. He got 3 fouls. He had a bonehead foul early in the second quarter. Wemby looks like Chet. Ugh. I get where you're coming from. Wrong man, he might be exhausted. They've never played this far. I mean, he's obviously never played this deep into an NBA season. They could be exhausted. They had a pretty tough series with the Timberwolves. They had a absolutely grueling series with the Thunder. Maybe they are gassed. But you know what? This is the NBA Finals. Whatever you got left, you got to leave it out on the floor and empty that gas tank, as Brunson's jumper is no good. Under a minute to go. 52-51. Keldon Johnson with the ball. Offensive foul. Johnson gets called for the push-off. Brunson jumped like he was launched out of a cannon. Was that a foul on Keldon, or did Brunson get a little flopperoonie? No, Keldon ran into him. Actually, that's smart by Brunson. He stopped, put his arms up, waited for Keldon to run into him, and Keldon ran him over. You can't do that. If a defender's set, you cannot run into him like that, Keldon. You should know better. You're in, what, your 7th year? Knicks ball. Cat with the ball, guarded by Wemby. 10 on the shot clock. Karl-Anthony Towns having a good game so far. Gets it in, and Mikal Bridges with the turnaround jumper, and the Knicks take the lead. Fox with the ball. Spurs are going to try a 2-for-1. Fox gets it to Keldon, and nope, we're not going to 2-for-1. Wemby guarded by Cat now after the pass from Keldon. Passes it right to Jalen Brunson. Wow. What? I don't know where that pass was going, but it was not going to a Spur. Cat's open for 3 in the corner. We're down by 4 now. Fox, jumper, short. That's the quarter. Wow. Jalen Brunson with 10 points on 3 of 11 shooting. Wemby with only 7 points on 2 of 4. He's only taken 4 shots. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm at a loss for. I'm not usually at a loss for words. Usually I'm a motor mouth. I don't know what to say. I've never seen Wemby struggle like this back to back. We've seen him have bad games, but usually he comes back the next game. Captain Gadougan, what's going on? He says they will wake up in the spurred quarter. Tony says he's done after this game. They can't beat this team. Tony, you really gonna give up? No, come on, man. Molestic, we're Texas Swarm. Texas Swarm, where's the adversity? Aren't you the ones always adversity, TSR? Adversity. Now when they're facing adversity, ready to give up on the effing team. Really good. Nice. Classy. I like it. Son of a B. I'm sorry. The people that always say we got to face adversity and, fight through things, then just give up on the team when they're down. Like, come on, man. Don't give up on this team. When it says the Knicks have won 4 games, I will give up. Until then, I'm not giving up. We're down right now. I refuse to give up. Jonathan refuses to give up. Wemby better eat some Wheaties or some spinach or whatever the hell he needs. Drink a whole bottle of Gatorade because he don't like Gatorade. Drink it. DJ Rose with the $2 super says, Pop need to go down there and get on Wemby's scary butt. Pop does need to go to Texas Swarm. I called you out, and I appreciate you saying, you're right, TSR, I'm not giving up. Props to you for realizing the error of your ways. TB333, Wemby is garbage, ASF. Ouch. Adversity right now. We're facing it right in the face as a team and as fans. Well, Tony, we did beat the Knicks earlier in the year. We have beaten them. They're up 3-1 on us, but we have beat them once. I refuse to give up on this team until we are dead and buried and the Knicks have won 4 games. I don't know. Maybe I'm naive and I'm just being a homer, but I refuse to give up on the team. The second quarter has been bad for us in a lot of games, and once again, the second quarter reared its ugly head. We got crushed 31-18. Steven Z with the $5 super chat says, fight till the end, Spurs. Go out on your shield. Yes, go out on your shields. We got a $2 super chat from Mud Dog says, Wemby turned to Chet this game. It's reminding me of a line. I'm going old school. Anybody remember Soulfly? There's a song called Jump the F Up. And right now, that song needs to be played for the Spurs. One particular part that says, are you going to lay down like a bee or jump the F up? The Spurs need to jump the F up. Jump the F up and come back and show what you're made of. I know you're tired. You've played, 100 games now? You're beaten up, you're bruised, you're battered. This is where you show, this is what you look deep inside and say, I bleed silver and black, and whatever blood I have left beating in my Spurs heart, I will leave on the court tonight. Go get it! I hope Mitch Johnson is yelling at him like this. Probably not. Probably sucking on a lollipop with his arms crossed, saying, good half, guys, good. I don't know. I imagine he's getting on him, in all seriousness. Let's talk about the first half stats, which could be better. OG with 7 points. Karl Anthony Towns with 17 and 7. Nice job by Cat. 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5. James, I'm just, I'm calling it like I see it. I see some of you appreciate my little pep talk there, and I mean it. Crown City with the $2 super chat says, let's admit it, it's over and you know it. Nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. Nothing is over. Stallone. First blood. Josh Hart with a horrible game. 0 points and 3 fouls. Mikal Bridges with 11. Jalen Brunson with 10. Brunson not shooting well. 3 of 11 from the field. Off the bench, Mitchell Robinson with 5 points. He's made 3 of his 6 free throws, which for him, that's really good. I'll give credit where credit is due. He made 50% of his free throws. Elijah Shamet with 4. Has missed both of his threes. Jose Alvarado with 2. Miles McBride with the donut. So there's guys struggling for the Knicks tonight. Josh Hart and Miles McBride both with 0. Yes, DJ Rose. Yes, Wemby letting Karl Zesty Towns yell at him after a dunk. That should fire you up. If anything, right? Get mad. Get angry. Hulk up, Wemby. For the game, the Knicks are shooting 43, 40, 75. They've turned the ball over 6 times. We've turned it over 8. We are shooting 41, 33, 71. Julian Champagny with 8 points in the first half. Wemby with only 7. He's only taken 4 shots. We do need a David Robinson plushie talk. Wemby with 4 shots. He's got 7 points, 5 boards, 2 blocks. Lama says, I believe Sony's a culprit. I'm sure he's giving him information. Why wouldn't he? He wants his team to win. De'Aaron Fox with a nice bounce-back game. 12 points. Vassell with 11. Stephon Castle in foul trouble tonight. He has 7 points. And the bench, oh my God, the bench looks awful. You guys are saying Wemby's disappeared? Harrison Barnes, 0. Keldon Johnson, 0. Carter Bryant, 0. Luke Kornet, 1. Those 4 knuckleheads have played 21 minutes and have scored 1 point. 1 point between the 4 of them. And they've played a total of 21 minutes. Andy, what's going on? I got a picture for you guys. Been asking about Miss TSR. I got another picture for you guys to update you. This is Miss TSR on the plane. Well, it's not Miss TSR on the plane. It's Slothy on the plane. What's up, Hanover Fist? Thank you for stopping in. I actually need to throw up my OBS so I can see you guys can see that. There's Slothy on the plane. Lele Spurs. Our bench is... The thing is, the OKC series, we got outplayed a little bit. We're getting crushed. I mean, the Knicks bench is actually kind of sucking tonight, too. They only have 11 points. But our bench has 1 damn point between the... 6 points for Harper. We have 7 points. Minus Dylan Harper, our bench has not shown up. Fox and Wemby didn't show up in game 1. Wemby's not showing up tonight. And the bench, back-to-back games, excluding Dylan Harper, has been absolutely abysmal. We thought we had a deep team, right? Wasn't that something we talked about a lot? Like, TSR, we got a pretty deep team this year. That's something we were talking about, our depth. If somebody goes down, our depth is so good. All of a sudden, our depth is now becoming our weakness instead of a strength. Our guys that were good to start the year have gone... Wemby should be meditating. We made 4 shots in the second quarter. Wow. We do need some nasty. We need some nasty. We need some Chuck. We need something. Gangster, I like Luke Kornet, but so far in this series, he's not had it. A lot of guys have not had it in this series. Real Bobby February, Wemby does need the Infinity Stones. All right, Ludo, you're right. I want a little positivity here for a second. David Robinson is going to give you all a A little brushing the teeth action here. It's getting late here, boys and girls, so if you have not brushed your teeth yet, now might be a good time. Get in there, grab your toothbrush, put some toothpaste on it. That's right, lots of toothpaste. Then in there, start brushing. Whoop, 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 whoop. When you're done brushing your teeth, don't forget, it's time to floss. Grab your floss. Weep, 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 weep. And then finish it up with a nice cup of mouthwash. That's your dental advice from me, David Robinson, DDS. Floaty, I mean, listen, if the Spurs, whether they win or lose this series, if Wemby plays like this the whole series, he's going to get a bad report card from me. Nobody is exempt from criticism from me. I know there's a small portion of fan base that just wants me to glaze the team 24/7. You're not going to get that here. If somebody's playing bad, I'm going to call them out. Thank you, Matt says, hit that like button. Appreciate you. I got to be honest with you guys. If Wemby is not playing well tonight. He played bad in game one, and he's shooting 50% from the floor tonight, which is much better, but he's barely touched the ball. No, I don't want to put a jersey on Texas Swarm. It's a little warm in my house. I don't want to put the AC on because the AC is kind of loud, and you guys will hear that, so I do have a fan on. We're only down by 4. Exactly, Andy. We're only down by 4. We can do this. But Wemby needs to be this guy right here. Beavis, one would say, "'Cause the role players stink." No. Thank you, Melissa says, hit that like for Rich. Can we get to 1,000 thumbs up before the third quarter? I don't know if we have enough people. People tend to leave during halftime. Actually, maybe we can get to 1,000 thumbs up. I don't know. We're 90 away. Can we get to 1,000 thumbs up? And for the love of Spurs Nation, can the Spurs turn it around in the third quarter? I think we can. It's going to take everybody to step up. Tony with the $20 Super Chat says, would you deem the season as a failure if the Spurs got swept? Absolutely not. Tony, I would obviously be very disappointed if the Spurs got swept. I think many Spurs fans would be crushed. But to call the season would you say a failure? Oh, no. I mean, we were expected to be a play-in team, right? The general consensus was the Spurs would be a play-in team. So if we lose the finals, losing the finals itself would be a failure because we didn't win. They. But the season as a whole, I don't know how you can call it a failure when clearly this team has pieces that need to be changed. We need a legit power forward. Actually, Big Sean just put in chat, we need legit bigs. I like Vassell. I like Julian Champagnie. There are starting forwards at, 6'5" and 6'7". We are undersized. We need another big in the starting lineup, and preferably another big off the bench. Kelly Olynyk, Mason Plumlee, and Bismack Biyombo have not played at all in these playoffs unless it's garbage time. So what is the point of having them on the roster? Our guys are young, and, people have likened this team to the Thunder before they won a championship. The year before the Thunder won a championship, I think they got knocked out in the Western Conference Finals. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I'm not an OKC expert by any stretch of the imagination. And then the next year, the Thunder won a championship. That could be these Spurs, right? If they do lose the finals, there's no reason to think they can't come back better next year and win it. We have already far exceeded expectations. I'm proud of the team no matter what happens. I did not expect to be calling games in June with you guys. The last 6 years, we've been done in April. We've been done in mid-April. TSR has called an additional 2 months of basketball, so this has been fantastic. Drew Show at the $10 Super Chat says, when your generational talent takes only 4 shots in the first half of a must-win Game 2 in the finals, and I do agree, this is a must-win. Don't blame the bench. Kornet, Keldon, that's like scolding puppies for messing up your carpet. So Drew Show, here's what I'll say to that. I do think Wemby needs to be involved. I'm not sugarcoating that. If I had to grade him right now for this finals game, I would give him a D, because he's at least playing some defense. He's got some block shots. But we also need the bench to step up. And the bench minus Harper has 1 point. That is not going to do it either. I said in a prior video about this game that the Spurs losing game 1 was a team loss. Some people were pointing at Wemby. Some were pointing at De'Aaron Fox. A lot of people are pointing at Mitch Johnson. And I said that was a team loss. I thought that was too many guys played bad. And tonight is the same thing. The focal point is Victor Wembanyama because he is the star of the team. He obviously needs to play better. I agree with that. I'm not going to dispute that. He needs to get more involved in the offense. I don't want to see him turn into the perimeter jump shooter that he was in game one. I want to see the Wemby that has dominated in the paint. And so far, we've not seen him in the series. I will wholeheartedly agree with you that anyone that says Wemby needs to play better tonight, yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But the rest of the players need to play too. It can't just be, well, Wemby needs to step up and everybody watches. That's how we lose games as well. Wemby needs to step up, but so do the guys that, the 6th man of the year. Keldon Johnson, 6th man of the year. He looks like 12th man of the year right now. Everybody needs to step up. Which I said, for the Spurs to win this series, everybody going to be playing basketball. It can't be just one guy. SGA's in the chat. Dropped the $2, says, so you beat me, but at what cost? You know what, SGA? That took a lot out of our guys, no doubt. That was a tough series. And dare I say, if the Thunder were in this finals, you guys might be struggling too. That was a knockout, drag out. Sure, there were a few blowouts in there, but it went the full 7. And some folks have said that the Spurs beating the Thunder, maybe that was their, to them, that was their NBA Finals. Yankster, clean it up a little bit. You're going to get hidden on the channel again. I unhid you this morning. Clean it up a little bit, or you're going back to the nether realm. I'd rather not do that. Lighten up your trolling just a little bit. If you want to say Wemby owns, Cat owns Wemby, I'm fine with that. Leave it there. Do I think Wemby will cry? No. We are under... No, Duke, I think we're undersized because our bigs don't play. Olynyk, Biyombo, and Plumlee are unplayable. They just are. I know we really haven't tried either, but you know what we see in the regular season. Kelly Olynyk had the worst year of his career. He shot under 30% from 3. Just last year he shot over 40%, which is why the Spurs brought him in. I don't know. Almost 1,000 thumbs up, says Castro. We can get there, Castro. Second half should be starting any minute, guys. We are getting close to 1,000 thumbs up. Can you do it for the sad Spurs fan on his couch on a Friday night all by myself? That's not true. I got you guys in the plushies. But here's Pop to remind you. Win or lose, they are still rich. Fair enough. They do have that going for them, I suppose. They are all millionaires. Thank you, Melissa. Hit that like for Rich. Leonon, thank you very much. Let's put Q3 up. I think the game is coming back, and we need to step up. We need a spurred quarter. Yeah, we haven't seen French Vanilla. French Vanilla's been gone. Maximus with the $2 super chat says that Hackam Mitchell killed the momentum. You might be right. The Hackam Mitch Robinson? Tobe Bangs, a true Spurs fan, already calling the game over and giving up on the Spurs. Nice. Like it. The game isn't over yet. When did we become a quitting fans? That drives me crazy that y'all give up on the team so quickly. What are you going to do if they win? You're going to come and be like, I got nothing. We're off the third quarter, 56-52. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. They have 5 on the shot clock. We need Wembp for the second half. Yo, Rob, your crazy thing is people call me a fake fan all the time. I don't know where that's coming from. It's got to be a troll, but I get called. They're like, oh, bandwagon fan? Jalen Brunson for 3, no good. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound and putback. I guess the biggest lead in the game for the Knicks. 58-52. Who's going to step up for San Antonio in this third quarter? Somebody step up. Anybody. Put me in, Mitch. I'll fly to Texas right now somehow in like 10 minutes. And Stephon Castle is going to get a whistle. JoJo, I can't show the game due to copyright in the United States, but I can show this game. That's not it. Sorry. Sucker! Tony, Cat is killing us. Yes. All right, let's turn over my Castle. Pass it to Brunson. Hart with the ball, drops it off to Cat. Cat to OG. Back to Cat. Cat fakes a three. He's going to drive. Gets in the paint. The runner is no good. A fight for the rebound, and Vassell will grab it. Did OG change his shoes? I don't remember him having these bright yellow shoes in the first half. Maybe he did. I don't know. Champagny throws it over to Vassell. Almost threw it out of bounds to get it to Wemby. Wemby, establish yourself now. Wemby with the ball. 9 on the shot clock. Fadeaway is good. Somebody put in the chat in the game 1 that Wemby averages 30 points per game versus the Knicks. Where's that Wemby? What's up, Banger Wave? SGA, you can't really say the Thunder on both of these teams because you're not in the finals. If you owned the Spurs, you'd be in the finals. OG for 3. You just mad with the $2 super chat says, Knicks fans are ride or die. We need to be like that. I'm ride or die. You just mad? My scoreboard's not moving. All right. And now a whistle. I called this team losing the last 6 years. How much more ride or die do I need to be? I've been dying the last 6 years. That was a crazy 3 by OG. I can't hear what the crowd is chanting. It is going to be Knicks ball up by 7, which is their biggest lead of the game. Cat just threw it up, lost the ball. Ugly turnover by Cat. Steph in the paint on the other end. Got blocked. And now foul Champagny. Grammy, I know. It's hard when you're in the heat of the moment, especially what amplifies it is when your team is losing. Josh Hart blocked Castle on the other end. When your team's losing, especially right now, we need to win this game. Can the Spurs come back from 2-0? Yes. Is it likely? No team has ever come back from 2-0 when they lost the first 2 games at home. So history's not on our side. We need somebody to step up now. Anybody. There's a 3-point attempt. Ooh, that was a brick. Hart with a massive brick 3. All right, we got to stop. 1 bucket, 1 stop. I haven't been saying this enough. 1 bucket, 1 stop. We can do this. Wemby's going to fire off a 3. Hart with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Gets over to Jalen Brunson. Brunson fires off a 3. Timeout, Mitch. We're down by 10. Wow. I don't know what to say. Seven-day, I don't give up. Don't want to be a quitter. Is it a Mount Everest to climb, being down 2-0, going to MSG? Yes. I don't know. Some people, I don't know. I don't want to be a quitter. That's all I can say. What did Mitch tell these guys? Melissa, that is a darn good question. What did Mitch tell these guys at halftime? Whatever it didn't work. So Monte's painting, I agree. Sucks to come this far and not put up a fight. Listen, I'm a Yankees fan. And there's a lot of Knicks fans in the chat. All right, Knicks fans, you all Yankees fans? I never say a series is over now because the worst choke I've seen in my life is when our Yankees crapped, I'm not going to swear, gave it up to the Red Sox down, what were we up? 3-0? Was it 3-0? Were the first baseball team ever to come back? They were the first baseball team to ever come back 3-0, weren't they? In the American League Championship Series. And the Red Sox came back and won 4-3. Everybody wrapped it up. I was ready to say Red Sox choke again, and the freaking Red Sox came back and won the World Series against the Cardinals. No, the Knicks ain't the Yankees, but because of that series, I refuse to give up. Because in my life, that so far is the worst choke job I've seen. And I hate having to say that as a Yankees fan, but my God, that was awful to watch. Floor General? Yeah, Captain Good. Jeff, thanks for the reminder. The Yankees won 19-8 in Game 3. So the Yankees not only were up 3-0, they were up 19-8 in Game 3. Casey, I'm trying to forget that historic collapse. I'm sure SGA says, analytically, the Thunder won. Analytically, the Thunder won? What are you talking about, Willis? World Citizen, yes. Our inexperience is showing, yes. I'm not giving up until it says the Knicks have won 4 games in a week. I'm not giving up on this game either. We're down by 10. It's not like we don't have time to come back. Now, if we were down by 40 right now, I might be saying, okay. Knicks last won 53 years ago. I can't blame their fans for being extra what? So that's been 50. So most Knicks fans in the chat have never seen the Knicks win a championship then, is what you're telling me. Because I'm guessing most folks here are under the age of 53 or mid-50s. I hate the Thunder, but they would have beat this Knicks team. Would they have? They didn't beat us. I can show you this game.
Sucker!
Carlos says Harper is the only positive player for the Spurs right now. Wow. Everybody else is a negative? Our possessions. Castle turnover. Wemby 2 points. Champagne gets blocked. Castle gets blocked. Wemby misses a 3. Timeout. Sounds about right. We need Scott Foster. Nice. I see a request for a Chuck. Here's your Chuck. No, Brunson's not killing us. He's actually 4 of 13 for 13 points. They've held Jalen Brunson in check. The bigs are... I mean, Karl Anthony Towns is... I didn't see what just happened. Did we just turn the ball over already on the inbound pass or get a foul? What just happened? It just came from a commercial break and it's already Knicks' ball. What? We just came from a timeout. How did we lose the ball already? What the hell happened? Okay. Jalen Brunson with the ball for New York. Castle all over him. Brunson turns it over. All right, 1 stop, 1 bucket. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs, gets into the paint, and he's fouled. Is that and 1? And 1! All right. I didn't see what happened after the timeout. Citizen says, Nick fan here, I come in peace, which is one of my favorite Dolph Lundgren movies. Jorling Chung said, watching your life is less frustrating than watching this game. This game is frustrating, but I'm not giving up. De'Aaron Fox with 14 points tonight, double what he had in game 1. So nice to see Fox step up. We need Wemby tonight. Absolutely need Wemby to turn it around. Manny says OKC should have WAMP. I don't know what WAMP is. Is that like some kind of dirty dance? Abbey City, the free throws were pretty even at halftime. Actually, I think they may have been identical. We've taken 18, they've taken 16. I think anything 5 or less is even Steven. So the free throws are pretty even. Jalen Brunson with the ball, guarded by Castle, 64-57, 8.5 minutes to go. Brunson gets the ball to Shamet. Shamet's going to kick it out. And that's 3. Mikal Bridges, I just heard, is 4 for 4 from 3. He's got 14 points. Mikal Bridges is killing us tonight. 67-57. Fox with the ball. Drops it off to Wemby. Back to Fox. Fox thought about a 3. Pulls it down. Guarded by Bridges. Looking for a screen from Wemby. Gets the screen. Fox now takes off to the free throw line. He's now alone there. Offensive foul on Wemby. That's turnover. Wemby ran into Mikal Bridges. That was, yeah, they need to do that. Wemby, 22 minutes, 9 points, 5 boards, 1 foul. That's actually his first foul of the night. I think I need to grab Rally Grogu. Come on, Rally Grogu. We need you. Jonathan, you've been fantastic, but we need the Rally Grogu. It is Knicks ball, 5 on the shot clock. Shamet kicks it out to Cat. Cat's going to drive. That's going to be a shot clock violation. All right, Spurs got to stop. We can do this, guys. Rally Grogu up. Rally Grogu up. We can do this, guys. I'm not giving up. 10-point game. We need the Spur quarter now. Castle in the paint. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to hammer it down. And a rare Area 51. It's weird because we used French Vanilla earlier in the year. We've not used the two bigs on the court almost at all in these playoffs. Would it work? I don't know. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Champagny. 6 on the shot clock for Brunson. Gets double teamed by Castle, and he leaves Shamet open in the corner. You cannot leave Landry Shamet open in the corner. He has been cooking from 3, and you just leave him in the corner all by himself. That was bad help defense on Stephon Castle. I get what he's trying to do there, but it obviously did not work. Vassell's open in the corner himself, takes the 3 and misses it. The putback is good by, I think Castle tipped that in. 9-point game. Not a blowout yet, JX. It's not a blowout. We have a foul on the Spurs. Is Keldon Johnson is coming in. I actually feel bad saying. I feel bad that I'm not happy he's coming in. A tip was by Castle. Defense by the announcer. The crowd's not really into this. It is Knicks ball. And Cat with the bucket. Cat staring down the Spurs again. They can't stop him. 72-61. Castle with the ball. Gets it into Wemby. Wemby in the post. Off-balance jumper is no good. And a late whistle. Nice SGA. Yep, San Antonio was a Castle tip in. The crowd, Fluffy Bunny, the crowd is absolutely shell-shocked right now. Wemby's going to go to the line for 2. Spurs down by 11. 2 shots. Yeah, it's foul, Cat. Hook Wemby's arm. That was a good call. Wemby at the line for 2. Wemby, one of the slower free throw shooters in the NBA, taking forever to take his shot. Harrison Barnes and Keldon Johnson have given us nothing in this playoffs. And Keldon's had a couple good moments. They've both been bad. Stilgar says, getting tired of the Knicks crowd. There's a lot of Knicks in the crowd. A lot of Knicks fans, excuse me. It could be a lot of Knicks in the crowd, too. I don't know. Guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button and you're looking to hang out for the rest of the series with a Spurs fan that does not give up, although Knicks fans might enjoy trolling me, too, because I don't give up, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also hit the like if you are enjoying the stream or if you just want to help support the channel. No matter what happens tomorrow, I'm going to have a good day. I don't know what happens tonight. Webby missed a free throw. It would be a good day for me tomorrow. I'm going to have a good day, but I would prefer the Spurs win, and I go to bed a little happier. Cat with the ball, guarded by Castle. That is a huge mismatch. Castle giving him the business. That's actually a good job by Steph, considering how big Cat is. And they're going to have a whistle against the Knicks. I think that's an offensive foul on Cat. He's got 4 fouls. Get him, attack him in the paint then. Get the 5th foul on him. Pies on cakes, I agree. That was some good defense by Steph. He was all over Cat. Cat then hooked his arm. I think that's what they called the foul. Oh, he did hook his arm big time. Cat does a massive hook. That was a bad foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. And bad foul, I mean, he should not have did that. That was a stupid foul is what I'm trying to say. Your team needs you. Castle gets it out to Harper. Harper's going to take a 3 from the wing. No good. Keldon Johnson fights for the rebound. And Keldon with the putback. All right, Keldon. I see you from here. 72-64. Let's get a run. Karl-Anthony Towns is in foul trouble. We are outscoring him in the paint 30-22. Castle all over Jalen Brunson now. Brunson looking to drive. Throws up a runner. No good. That's another stop. 1 stop, 1 bucket. We can do this. Keldon gets it to Harper. Harper back to Keldon. Over to Castle. Catch and shoot 3. There we go, guys. 1 stop, 1 bucket. 1 stop, 1 bucket. We can do this. Castle with 10 points now. Castle's actually 2 of 3 from 3. 5-point game. Let's make this a Spurs quarter. Brunson off-balance jumper. Missed everything. Got his own miss. Missed that. Keldon falling. Gets almost fell down. Got the rebound to Vassell. Spurs will bring it up. Castle with the ball. And alley-oop to Wemby. He missed it. That oop was a little off. That would have got the crowd big time involved. We needed that alley-oop. So we have a Bridges turnaround jumper. It's good. Mikal Bridges has been firing incredibly tonight. 74-67, 4:26 to go. Bridges 6 of 7 from the field, 16 points. Castle's going to drive in the paint again. Got blocked. That was a terrible shot by Stephon Castle. That had no chance. No chance. And that's back-to-back possessions now that Steph is maybe not made the best decision. Wemby guarded Jalen Brunson out three-point land. Don't like that. 7 on the shot clock. Castle comes over for the help defense. We get to Shamet for a pull-up. No good. Vassell with the rebound. All right. There's a stop. Let's get a bucket. Vassell bringing it up. Gets it out to Wemby. Wemby almost had his pocket pick. Gets the ball back. He's now going to launch a 3. 4-point game, guys. It's a 4-point game. We can do this. Wemby with 17 points, 10 this quarter. He's finally waking up. OG's going to drive, and nice job by OG getting in the paint, getting the layup. Wemby might be tired. Chris, you might be right. Yeah, he's not getting up the court very quick. Castle gets by everybody in the paint, gets the layup. Timeout, Knicks. It's a 4-point game. We can do this. That's right, Phil. Never give up, never surrender. I refuse to give up. I think Wemby needs a rest, though. They got to put Kornet in, which Luke better channel his chase down block Luke. Do you think some physical touch we should flop since Tony Brothers is here? I don't want to endorse flopping. We're down 4, guys. Don't give up. Vassell and Fox for Giannis. A lot of folks are saying Giannis. I don't know. Giannis is north of 30. He's been injury prone the last few years. He's got a massive contract. Not a fan. Can we get some thumbs up in the chat for the Spurs coming back? I've been not giving up all night. How about some thumbs up for not giving up? I don't know. That's all I got. Rally Grogu is not giving up, and neither should you. Just saying. We can do this, Spurs fans. We can do this. We can come back. I believe in this team. I'm trying to will them on with my good vibes. Let's get some emojis in the chat. Where are our Spurs emojis? Where are the aliens, the broccolis, the pineapples? Whoever scores the most points win. I agree. We can do this. We can do this, dang it. 1 bucket, 1 stop. We can do this. That's been my motto the whole playoffs. We can do this. Low key, I feel you says we need a boop. You know what? Good luck boop for the rest of the game from Yodi. Boop. Thank you, Yodi. That is the Wemby we know. Stepping up in the third quarter. He's got 10 points in the third quarter. More than he had in all of the first half. H. Burr hates the Knicks and OKC. Duke Lee, thank you for stopping in. I don't want to give up until it's over. I don't know. I don't think the Yankees Red Sox World Series ALCS kind of inspired that. Maybe the Giants, who were written off by a lot of people when they faced the 18-0 Patriots, won. I'm just used to seeing teams do great things. We are the young, Duke of Sound's youngest team since 77, I believe. That might just be a typo. 77. It was the Portland Trailblazers led by Bill Walton. The youngest team ever to make the NBA Finals. KJ actually played his first 5 minutes of the series other than that OG. But yeah. I mean, we need Keldon to be the 6th man of the year, Keldon. We absolutely need him to step up. We need all the guys to step up. And I know a lot of you want Wemby to step up. He is stepping up here in the third quarter. But the rest of the team needs to follow suit. It can't be a one-man show. We need everybody to step up. They are starting to step up. Let's get this game back and win it in San Antonio. Kadek, why would I... You should never admit to being a Yankees fan on a Spurs channel. YouTube means being you. I will never be fake on this channel. So you're telling me I should pretend to be a Rangers fan or an Astros fan? That will never happen. I will never be disingenuous with you guys. There's also the reason I don't do sponsorships on here, because I see too many YouTubers hawk products that they actually don't believe in. You want to put the U on YouTube? That's what TSR does. What you see on camera is me off camera. Miss TSR will say it too. I'm the same person on camera as off camera. And the Spurs get a turnover. 76-72. Castle with the ball, gets it over to Harper. Kornet has checked in, by the way. Harper into the paint. Gets it to Luke. Luke's going to kick it out to Keldon. That's the thing with Luke, man. As soon as he gets the ball, he does not want to shoot because he doesn't shoot. Castle will pull up three. In and out. We needed that. We got to stop. We got to stop. My AWR off camera. I don't know what that means. Everything looks like it's on camera. It is Knicks ball. 9 on the shot clock. Josh Hart with the ball. Drives on Keldon. Step back 2. No, it's not Josh Hart. It's McBride. I'm sorry. McBride with the bucket. 78-72. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what that is. Castle with the ball out in three-point land. 2 minutes to go. Drives in the paint. Off-balance runner is no good. Castle trying to take over the game, and he doesn't have the shooting stroke tonight to be that guy. Appreciate the effort, but maybe not the best shots you're choosing. Bridges cannot miss. 80-72, and just like that, it's an 8-point game again. Somebody step up for San Antonio, not named Wemby this quarter, because it's been a lot of Wemby. Africa in the house, Mojo, I see you from here. Luke is in because Wemby needs to rest. Keldon in the paint, layup. No good, but he drew a foul. We needed an and one. Bridges has been fantastic. I'm not a Bridges fan, but I will give credit where credit is due. The dude has 18 points on 7 of 8 shooting. He's been an automatic when he shoots. We've had a hard time stopping him. Oh, we got more NBA TV in the chat and out of the chat. There you go. Thank you for stopping, and goodbye to you. Keldon's first free throw. Did he just miss that? Yeah, Fonswine drawing the fouls. Steph is not at the level where he gets the calls like an SGA or Luka Doncic. If he was at that level, I'd love what he's doing because he'd be going to the line every play. He's not that guy. We made 1 of 2. All right, Keldon, that's a point. Spurs are 15 of 22 from the line. The Knicks are 12 of 16. So we have taken 6 more free throws, but we have missed 7. And we're down 7. Now, I'm not expecting us to go 100% from the line, but man, those missed free throws are hurting us more than ever now. Bridges, you can't miss. Can't miss. Mikal Bridges, everything he's throwing up -1 shot has been a bucket. He's got 20 points, 9 in this quarter. Harper with the ball. Tosses it over to Fox. Fox guarded by Alvarado. Kicks it out to Keldon for 3. 82-73, under a minute to go. Wemby's checked back in already. Wow, he got, what, a minute and a half rest? Alvarado with the ball, guarded by Wemby. Massive mismatch. Alvarado gets it to Shamek for 3 in the corner. That's a miss, and Harper knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. 14 on the shot clock. Somebody asked a really weird question. I have an innie. If that's important to you, I have an innie, no outie. Game 4 ticket prices are skyrocketing. I'm sure all the tickets are going to be crazy expensive. It is Knicks ball, 10 on the shot clock, and alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson, and he's going to hammer it down. We're down by 11. We had just started the comeback, and now we're down by double digits. There's 10 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Fox is way out in three-point land. Fox going to drive, gets it to Wemby. Wemby is going to fake a 2. He's going to take a 2 from the free throw line. Well, Wemby has stepped up in the third quarter. I'll give him that. Wemby stepping up. The rest of the team, not so much. Wemby has 12 points in the third quarter, finally playing like the Wemby we know. The rest of the team, Alvarado for 3. In and out. Gets his own miss. The follow-up, no good. We're down by 9. All right, one more quarter. Keldon has 3 points. Thank you, Noma Weed. Thank you in South Africa. I will not change. I will always be me on the stream. What you get is what you get. One more quarter. 12 minutes. A Ghostface Raider, I do agree. This is a must-win for the Spurs. While it's not impossible to come back 2-0, I'd rather we not have to try to do it. Xavier says, please cut the stream. It's over. Please tell me you must be a Knicks fan. There's no way you're a Spurs fan and giving up that easily. Actually, there are Spurs fans giving up that easily. I don't think we're going to see Carter Bryant again this game, guys. I think Carter is done. We are at a record low thumbs up right now for a playoff game, guys. There's a lot of folks here that have not hit the thumbs up. Maybe Groot needs to show you how to hit the thumbs up. But right now, we are really struggling for the thumbs up, more so than we ever have. I know the Spurs are down, but I'm still working hard here, blowing my voice out for y'all. If you have not hit the thumbs up, Groot's going to show you how. You might be watching on your phone, so you can't see the like button. It might be hiding underneath the... under me. Hiding under me, but hiding underneath the live chat. Minimize the live chat. Hit the thumbs up. You'll see a little basketball. And you've now supported the channel and got us one step closer to our goal for the finals, 1,500 every stream. Thank you. And I'm Groot. Thank you, Groot. Tony with the $5 super chat says, embarrassing sounds like, oh, I didn't see it. Sounds like Knicks Arena. It does. That first game, the Knicks, it was very loud for the Knicks. Way too loud. Zoe Bacon with the $2 red says, all Spurs fans saying it's over are not real. That's a lot of the chat. I can't imagine. I think the Spurs fans, the diehards, are just probably being quiet right now, waiting for us to come back. Carl, what's going on? Says the Spurs will have a championship in 27 and 28. I'd like to have one in 26. Preferably. Fourth quarter's here. It's now or never. Like Elvis said, yup, what's up? He says, in Spurs we believe. Melissa says, hit the like for Rich and Groot. Mitch Johnson does not trust his own bench. Ant-Man, I've been a Spurs fan for 36 years. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. No, it's been a weird ride as a Spurs fan for 36 years because David Robinson is my favorite Spur of all time. That was probably one of my favorite times because he was the man, but also most frustrating times as a fan because every year they make the playoffs. I think we got knocked out by the Utah Jazz a zillion times. And then he gets hurt in 96-97, only plays 6 games. The worst season in Spurs history at 20-62. And then they get Timmy. And then a dynasty. A dynasty, if I could say, probably should have won another championship or two. David, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I gotta be newer Spurs fans. If you're an OG Spurs fan, I gotta think maybe you won't give up on the Spurs this easily. I'm thinking newer Spurs fans are expecting maybe too much too soon. I'm thankful for where we are. Even if they do lose to the Knicks, this is a good year for us. I can't sit here and say this is an absolute failure of a year. I can't. The channel had its best year ever. The Spurs had their best year in over a decade. So to get back where we were, I would like to see a dynasty. I think we should have won at least 6 or 7, but I'm very happy with 5. And then we had just the rebuild with the game's back. Come on, Spurs. There's a quick foul on Wemby. We had the 6-year rebuild with Wemby being a part of that started off with DeRozan leaving the team, DeJounte Murray leaving the team, Derek White leaving the team. They rebuild, they retool, and here we are in the NBA Finals, way ahead of schedule. Nobody had us in the NBA. No, I don't think one sports analysis had us in the NBA Finals this year. But right now, this is a must-win game. Let's be honest, this is a must-win game. Castle going to get the ball to Keldon. Keldon in the paint. Missed. He missed right at the rim. Keldon's kryptonite this entire playoffs has been shots within 3 feet. He just has been a walking miss. Actually, I think he was blocked. They're saying he was blocked. Still, he just cannot score in the paint. Knicks with 6 blocks tonight. The Spurs with 4. We're down by 9. And we got it going now. It's now or never. There's a high arcing pull-up by Miles McBride. No good. Knicks get the rebound. The follow-up 3 is no good. Another offensive rebound. Shamet for 3. And there it is. You gave him a second and third chance opportunity, and he got a 3 out of it. Drew Show with the $5 Super Chat says, for the Spurs to win, they need to put in the same effort they showed in Game 1 in OKC or Game 7 in this quarter. If they don't, well, next year. I would agree. Yeah. Drew Show, you're right. Wemby for 3. Count it! And Wemby has turned it up in the second half. Where are the rest of the guys to help him out? It's been all Wemby this second half. Wemby with 22 points now. He only had what? 7 in the first half? Shamet misses. The tip ball is going to another up. Nope. Spurs got the ball. We almost did not get it. We got it. Keldon with the ball, going to drive. Lost it out of bounds. It went off Landry Shamet. Shamet saying it went off Keldon's leg and saying to challenge it. Wemby does need help. And actually, Shamet is down. Shamet has not gotten up yet, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is getting ready to check back. No, Shamet's up. He's fine. I think he wants a challenge, but they're not showing the replay to show who the ball went off of. I will say, ABC's not done a great job of showing replays. EK Junkie with the $5 super sticker. Your first super on a live stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. To say can't show it, it's illegal in the United States to show copyrighted footage, so I can only show you what I'm showing you. Roger, I do too. They get the ball into Castle. Castle's going to hammer it down! 7-point game. Carlos Jeter, como está mi hombre? Sorry, I didn't see you. I see you now. Cat with the ball. And a block by Wemby! Castle zips up the court and turns it over. He went to pass it to Fox and got pickpocketed by Jalen Brunson. Brunson, good job anticipating the pass. That was a costly turnover for San Antonio. We're just got to stop. And now Fox with a foul on JB. Just got to stop. And Brunson and Fox doing a little talking. Getting a little shovey out there. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy, just a little shovey. Mike with the $5 super chat says, on a positive note, we got this far with a Wemby concussion, a Wemby people's elbow, no center, and a horrible bench in the playoffs. You're right. Do I sell stickers, Sean? I do not sell stickers. Lots of yapping out there between the players. I don't think there's any tees. 87-80, 9:35 to go. There's some chanting. I can't hear what the crowd is saying. I don't know what they're saying. I couldn't make it out. Can anybody else make out what the crowd was saying? It is Knicks ball. 5 on the shot clock. Shamet for 3. Offensive rebound by Cat. They get it to Jalen Brunson for 3. No good. And finally, Vassell gets the rebound. We get it up to Harper. Harper will take off, gets into the paint, gets by everybody. Light by Dylan Harper! 5-point game. Let's get some broccoli in the chat. Spurs on a 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Finally waking up here. We can do this. Defense chance. Finally hear the Spurs fans. There's another miss. It is Spurs ball. Castle bringing up for the Spurs, guarded by Cat. And Steph's going to throw it into Wemby. Wemby with the miss. Wemby bounced it off the glass, no good. Trying to channel his inner Tim Duncan with a bang. Couldn't quite get it. Shamet with the ball. Guarded by Vassell. Back to Jalen Brunson. We're getting some stops now, but we got to make our shots. Especially in the paint. 9 on the shot clock for the Spurs. There's a switch. Now we have Fox on Cat. They find Shamet in the corner. Landry Shamet for 3. Butterfly, good evening. Cannot leave Landry Shamet open in the corner. He has been cooking in these playoffs from 3. As the last person, just like we left Homer Ortiz in the chat. Homer, what's going on? 44 is Landry Shamet, Miguel, and he has been absolutely killing it from 3 in these playoffs. guys, remember when, for the Spurs fans, when Alex Caruso was being left open in the corner when we played the Thunder? Caruso's not even a great three-point shooter. Do not leave these guys open in the corner. 90-82, timeout, 8-point game. Spurs have outscored the Knicks 7-6 in this quarter. We're going to need to outscore them by a lot more. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight on a Friday night. By the way, TGIF, it's the weekend. Hope you guys have some plans this weekend that are fun. We're up to 1,200 thumbs up. Let's keep the thumbs up machine going. This is actually a very low stream for us thumbs up wise. I've always said, or I've been saying in the playoffs, if our streams do very well, I'll do a giveaway the next day. The last stream did okay. I was hoping to see an improvement on this stream, but we actually regressed substantially, so maybe a giveaway next game, or I don't know, we'll see. Wemby looks tired, Butterfly. He has played much better in the second half. He had 7 points in the first half. He's got 15 in the second, but I do agree he's tired. The problem is they put Luke Kornet in, and Luke can't get anything going. What do I think is a total for this game? I hope the Spurs win 110. No, we're not going to beat them by that much. Spurs 103 to 100, which is going to be a hill to climb. A huge hill to climb. Not impossible, but we need to get some chuck here. We need a lot of chuck. Why when we wait to the second half, Chicago? I don't know. We just didn't have it going in the first half. He woke up in the second half. The problem is there's a lot of players in the Spurs that are playing poor tonight. Like, really not good. Fox started off the game strong. He's kind of, Boris Diaz, what's going on with the emojis in the chat? I like it. Fox played very well in the first half. Kind of disappeared in the second half. Wemby, not really showing much in the first half, is turning it up in the second half. Can we get everybody on the same page here? Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, we need you. You talking a little Return of the Dragon? One of the greatest fight scenes maybe ever filmed. They actually had to slow the cameras down apparently to catch them. Butterfly, I'm not going to lie, I'm concerned as well, but I'm not giving up on this team. Will OG go to the free throw line again? 2-3-2-2-3? Maybe? Actually, all your parlay questions can be answered right now in one shot. What's up, Trace? Your parlay questions. Here you go. The answer. I'm Groot. There you go. There's your answer. Clear as day. Hopefully that explains it all to you guys. We're coming back from the timeout. 8:17 to go. Spurs down by 8 to keep getting on a little run, and then the Knicks punch back. Every time we punch him in the face to give a little punch back. Ant-Man, I'm never gonna bet against my team. I'm gonna say the Spurs. And that's my honest take. I still believe this team can win. I'm not giving up until the Knicks are hoisting up the trophy. I refuse to give up. That's just the way I'm wired these days, which is not a bad thing. Imagine if I gave up on YouTube. In 2006, I joined YouTube and I had 16 subscribers for like 15 years. And now we have a nice little decent-sized channel here under TSR Sports. Can you imagine if I gave up that easily? There'd be no TSR Sports. We wouldn't be hanging out tonight. There's a foul on the Knicks. The Drew Show drops another $5. Drew, you've been very generous. I do appreciate it. On the bright side, there are a lot of high-floor plug-and-play bigs in this year's draft. Hopefully, this is our last year depending on only Kornet. I agree. I like Luke, but we need more bigs we can play off the bench. I think Harper's going to the free throw line. I didn't really see the foul there, but I'll take it. I said Spurs in 7. Harper missed the free throw. Amazing Pickle. Amazing Pickle. How green you are. Manu Ginobili in the house. Manu, good to see you. We got a double salute apparently. Harper made the second one. That almost rattled out. Pretty Bacon, thank you for stopping in. 8 minutes ago, Harper with 9 points and 5 rebounds. He's 4 of 10 from the field. Not having his best game ever, but he's playing better than the rest of the bench. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets it to OG. OG guarded by Vassell. Kicks it out for 3. Shamit's 3, no good. A fight for the rebound. And we got a whistle. And a foul's going to be on Josh Hart. I think is that number 4 or 5? I think that's 5 on Josh Hart. He grabbed Wemby's wrist. Josh Hart's all sorts of grabby tonight. What is up with Josh Hart? Grabbing Wemby's wrist. He grabbed Devin Vassell's ankle and tripped him and got called for a flagrant in the first half. Trace, the broccoli's still in Harper's hair. It's not very broccoli anymore. It was a little more broccoli at the start of the season, but I like the broccoli emoji, so we're sticking with it. It'll be Spurs ball down at 90-83. McBride checking back in for the Knicks for Josh Hart, who I do believe has 5 fouls. Yeah, Josh Hart, 0 points and 5 fouls. Holy crap. Spurs ball, Castle into the paint. Turned it over again. Jalen Brunson's runner down the other end is good. These turnovers are killing us. Jalen Brunson's not having a great night. He's got 15 points on 5 of 18. We're holding Jalen Brunson in check. But we're still down by 9. And now Vassell's going to get fouled. Castle, come on. Ant-Man, I literally just thought that. Steph, come on. We got to stop with these bonehead turnovers. Trying a tough pass, throwing it past multiple Knicks in that case. That's not going to do it. Butterfly, that is correct. Putting a play that's happened in the chat before I call it will get you timed out. Yes. A lot of foul trouble from the Knicks. Castle misses a jumper. And he is slow to get up. And Castle is actually hobbled. OG for 3. No good. Rebound for the Knicks. There's a follow-up 3. Miles McBride for 3. Wow. Castle has 4 turnovers and 5 of 14. Wow. We're down by 12 now. It's 6:45 to go. Bing Bang says we're too young, not ready for the finals. Possibly. Castle definitely making some mistakes. Our bench has been awful. Wemby didn't get it going to the second half. Yes, the Knicks are certainly capitalizing on the offensive rebounds and the turnovers tonight. Butterfly, I've been saying that all night too. Very unexpected. And if they lose this game, I thought this would be a very tough series. My original prediction was Spurs in 7, which I don't think is crazy. I said this would be a very hard series, but I think the Spurs can win it in 7. If they go down 2-0, it is going to be... I mean, history has said no team has ever come back down 2-0 if they lost the first 2 home games, so history's not on our side. I won't give up on the team. I'll still call Game 3. I'll still call Game 4. I'll still root like my life depends on it. But they... I'm at a loss for words. Maximus with $2 super chat says, no offense at all, getting out coached like crazy. I mean, yeah, we are getting out coached too. Mitch Johnson is getting out coached in the finals. I can't argue that. They're getting outplayed and out coached. They're getting it beaten up on the sideline of the court. Mike SV2 with the $2 super chat says 6 minutes, 8 points, no offense in both games. Who's that? You're talking about the fourth quarter. We only have 8 so far. I thought that was a player. That's the entire fourth quarter. We did play a poor fourth quarter in game number 1. Steven Z with the $5 super chat says, this is great experience for young Spurs. We build on this, win or lose. John Connor telling me the future. Yeah, you're right. No matter what happens, look, I know Spurs fans are bummed out. There's a lot of Spurs fans giving up on the team already. No matter what happens, this was a good year for the Spurs. Let's not treat this like this was a bad season. If the Knicks do beat the Spurs, I will be disappointed just as much as you guys. But think of where we were last year. Think of where we've been in Wemby's career. We were 22-60 his rookie year with an 18-game losing streak. If you're a brand new Spurs fan, you might not remember that, or you might not have seen that, but an 18-game losing streak. Then 34-48 last year, losing our coach at the start of the season to the NBA Finals this year. You guys would have been, most of you would have been happy with a play-in. We have exceeded expectations. That being said, I would rather us win the finals and lose to the Knicks. I don't want to go to 5-2 in the finals. But if that does happen, this was still a great season. Will I say it ended? Will I be disappointed the way it ends? Of course. No excuses here. We're getting outplayed. What do you want me to say? We're getting outcoached and outplayed. I've said it a couple times. Somebody sent a chat, oh, here come the excuses. I've said we're being outplayed and outcoached. That's it. There's no excuse there. We're getting outplayed and outcoached. And when I do a report card on this series, whenever it's over, whether it's 4 games, 6 games, or 7, I will call it every player that did not play well. And coach. But still, I think this is a good season. If y'all are disappointed with the season, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to be disappointed that we lost in the finals, if that happens, I agree with you. But saying the season was a failure, I don't think you're looking at the big picture. Wemby with the ball, gets in the paint, and it's going to go around the rim and out. Now the rim not showing us any love. It is Knicks ball. They got a mismatch with Cat, guarded by Devin. They're going to get it to Cat. Now Fox is on Cat. Cat's going to launch it over to OG. OG guarded by Wemby, gets right by Wemby, gets into the paint, and dunks it. Wow. Harper's going to get fouled on the other end. Damn. Harper looks exhausted. Zach with the $2 Rich says, this is only Mitch's first full season as head coach. You're right. This is Mitch's first season as head coach, too. Is Dylan Harper hurt? Guys, I think Harper might be hurt. Jeremy Sohan's going to get a ring no matter who wins this game. And you know what? In all seriousness, congratulations, Jeremy Sohan, no matter what happens. He went from the Western Conference Finals winner to the Eastern Conference Western Conference champion to the Eastern Conference champion. What are the odds? It's happened, 4 times in NBA history? 6 minutes ago, 97-83. The Spurs are in the bonus. Harper is at the line for 2, and if they're going to come back in this game, the run needs to be now. 97-84. Oh, Harper stepped on OG's foot by accident. And then he kind of landed on his foot, too, and twisted his ankle a little bit. Holy moly. No, Sohan's not playing butterfly. No. Dylan Harper with the most points by rookie in a single postseason in franchise history. That record was held by David Robinson. Now, with all due respect, I'm pretty sure Harper played significantly more games than David did. But let's not take anything away from him. He's got the record, and he earned it. It is Knicks ball. They're up by 12. We need some stops and some buckets. Now, Spurs fans, we can do this. I'm not giving up. I know a lot of you have given up. I'm not giving up, damn it. Brunson with the ball, guarded by Wemby. If we're down by 12 with a minute to go, maybe I'll yell dagger. Cat in the paint, gets blocked by Champagne, gets the ball back. Shot clock violation. All right, we got to stop. We got to stop. Yeah, Pop needs to yell at the team butterfly. Oh, Castle. I did say Castle like he got hurt in a previous play. Castle's on the bench, and I think Steph got hurt. Fox for 3. All right. Timeout, Knicks. It's single digits. And Steph is hurt. Just as a heads up. 97-88. Okay. De'Aaron Fox hits a big step back 3 for the Spurs over Jalen Brunson. We've cut it to 9. Yeah, Steph got hurt area 51. He landed awkwardly. It could be a knee or ankle, but Steph is hurt. Wait, is it Castle that said that? Jeffrey, I didn't catch all the post games. I've had a really busy week. It was Steph that said we were the better team. Yeah, you should not be saying that. No, you should not be saying that. I will agree. I didn't catch that. I heard somebody said it. I didn't realize it was Steph. Nobody should be saying that. And Calvin, what's going on, my man? Yes, the Spurs absolutely need this one. They need that Game 7 OKC energy. Indeed, Bubba. If they're going to have any chance, they need that energy. Drew says, these guys are hurting themselves now. Oh, boy, stop the fight. Throw in the towel. No, don't throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel. Throw up a Go Spurs Go. We can do this, damn it. We're down by 9. It's not an instant. If anybody knows comebacks, it should be Knicks fans. You guys were down by 22 to the Cleveland Cavaliers in game number 1 in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Cavs, let's call it like it is, absolutely choked that game away and then just had nothing left in the series. We can come back, but we're going to have to play Spurs basketball. The team that won 60 plus, 60, I can't remember our record, 62 and 20 or 60 and 22. Why am I drawing a blank on that? 62 and 20, right? We need that team to show up. Brunson in the paint. The runner is no good. It's going to go out of bounds. There's a whole bunch of pointing in different directions. It's going to be Knicks ball with 4 on the shot clock, 5:06 to go. Jesse's dropping what he said right there. He said that they believe they're the better team. You're right. Every player should say that they believe they're the better team. You're right. What's he supposed to say? We're the worst team? McBride at the buzzer, no good. Spurs get the ball. It's like when Eli Manning was asked, are you a elite quarterback? He said, yeah. But yeah, you're right. Right. What are you supposed to say there? No, we're the worst team. Fox with the ball, gets into the paint, forces a layup. De'Aaron Fox is starting to take over. Time to earn that contract. Spurs on a 7-0 run in the last minute 25. 97-90. Bridges for 3, no good. Harper with the rebound. All right. 4.5 minutes to go. Spurs ball. Fox with the ball again. Dancing around, kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Cat. Wemby looking to drive, gets into the paint. With a layup, it's good! Timeout, New York! Let's effing go is right! We show the Admiral clapping. The Spurs on a 9-0 run in the last 148. We can do this! It's a 5-point game. 1 stop, 1 bucket. We can do this, says Rally Grogu. Rally Grogu falling out of his jersey. We can do this. Okay, can't do that right now. Let's get some emojis in the chat. Please, bro, please don't lose the momentum after 1. Yeah, right, Melistic? Phil says, please do not post scores here. You might be ahead of TSR. You will get timed out. Yes, please don't put any scores in the chat unless I've already called it. Mike says, no Castle, please. He's hurt, Mike. We might not see him again for this game. And I know he struggled tonight, but he's also the reason we are where we are. We can do this, guys. Unrighteous, my girlfriend is in Ohio. Fat Films, Castle landed awkwardly. Ankle, knee, I'm not sure. James says, I love this channel. Thank you. I'm trying to be the positive force this whole night. Good evening, Mr. Scotch Trush. Thank you for the thumbs up. Wow, Wemby let him have it. Says, nah, some of y'all already gave the F up. Stay on that side. Wow. Castro says, Rich or Rich can delete any... Oh, I can't look at the chat while the game's going at that level. I can see the troll chats, the NBA fake TV ones, because it's like 7 of them. But back to the game, 97-92. Cat gets into Brunson. Brunson is blocked! Spurs ball. 4 minutes to go. Vassell for 3. Devin! It's a 2-point game! Spurs on a 12-0 run. Momentum has swung. 97-95 might get Rally Grogu up. Rally Grogu's been doing his job. Jalen Brunson with the ball, guarded by Vassell. 7 on the shot clock. Brunson gets the switch, has Wemby on. I'm going to fire off a 3. No good! Spurs ball. Fox gets into the paint and turns it over. Brunson's open for 3. He missed it. That was a terrible turnover by Fox. We got lucky there. Harper with the ball, 97-95. The Knicks have gone cold from the field. Harper in the paint. Off-balance jumper. It's good! It's tied! 97-all! Darren, you son of a Harper. The Spurs are on a 14-0 run. 14-0 in the last Austin 3-16. Shamit with the ball, going to drive in the paint. Picks up his dribble, lost the ball, kicks it out to OG for 3. OG's going to Lose it out of bounds. That's a turnover! Spurs ball! And the Knicks are calling a timeout. I think they're challenging this. Maybe not Spurs ball. Momentum meter is on our side, finally. Thank you, Chuck. That ball was off of OG. I don't know if they're challenging that this was a foul. This is getting wild. This game is getting crazy. Thank you all for hanging on a Friday night. The Spurs are trying to make the most epic of comebacks. They look like fans left and right were calling them dead to water, dead to rights. And we have a chance to come back in this game. We're tied. The Spurs, my YouTube studios. Okay, there we go. My YouTube studio was locked up. We have a nice crowd in the chat now, guys. Please hit the thumbs up. Let's get some thumbs up for this Spurs comeback. My YouTube studio is actually struggling with how many of you have come into the chat lately. I like it. I like it. Let's get some more of it. Let's get a Spurs win and get back in this series. I saw way too many Spurs done and sweep in the chat earlier. I don't think it's a foul. I don't know. I have to see the replay. Grogu's right here. Grogu's right here, guys. Riley Grogu's in the house. That's a foul, guys. That's a foul in Champagne. That's a good call. They challenged it. It was the right call. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm not going to call BS. That was a foul in Champagne. Thank you, Virtues. Knicks won the challenge as they should have. I'm not going to call it like I don't. I'm not going to BS you guys. And OG's going to the line. I think he might be going to the line for 3, which is going to be tough. Mike, yeah, not a good foul by Champagne. OG to the line. That momentum-killing foul. Yeah, a little bit. This is our Grogu, guys. If you're new to the channel, this is Headband Grogu. His headband. And he's got a Spurs jersey. It was the right call. OG at the line. And first one bounced around and rolled in. Wemby did not like it. Just... Since 6 minutes in the fourth quarter, the Spurs are 5 of 5 from the field. The Knicks are 0 for 6, including 0 for 4 from three-point land. But now they are at the line with a chance to get their lead built back up. I don't remember the last time the Spurs had the lead in the first quarter. Maybe? No, Nicole, he touched him plenty. That was a foul. Come on, let's not be the fan base let's not be those guys that he hit him. It is what it is. Rub Grogu's belly. Grogu's belly for good luck. Okay? It was 3 free throws, and he made them all. Ah, that hurts. That's a 3-point play. That one hurt. We're on a 16-0 run, I think. And then 3 free throws. That hurts, but we do have some momentum. We have a lot of momentum. Fox with the ball. And alley-oop to Wemby, and Wemby throws it down! Want to see more alley-oops to Wemby in this series. Not just 1 or 2 here and there. More oops to Wemby. 199, 2:16 to go. Jalen Brunson with the ball. He's going to get it to Mikal Bridges. Bridges has been fantastic this game. 6 on the shot clock for Bridges. Got Vassell all over him. 2 on the shot clock. Gets it out to OG. OG's going to start to drive. Drives in the paint. Layup is no good. A fight for the board. It's going to go out of bounds. And it's Knicks ball. We got the stop, but we knocked it out of bounds. Some of those offensive rebounds by the Knicks are killing us. I don't know what the offensive rebound is for its count for the night. The Spurs trying to bring Castle back in? If his legs bother him, he should not be coming back in the game. Just saying. You get the ball into Bridges. Bridges to Brunson. Reverse layup is good. Nice play on the inbounds pass. 102-99. Spurs are in the bonus. The Knicks are not yet. Fox with the ball for San Antonio. Gets into the paint. Runs right back out of the paint. Out to Champagne. 1:45 to go. They get the ball to Wemby. Almost lost it. Wemby's not going to take a step back 3 and an air ball. Wow, I did not like that shot, guys. Jalen Brunson with the ball for the Knicks. Off-balance layup is no good. Vassell with the rebound. Gets it to Harper. Harper's going to take off. Gets into the paint. Layup is blocked. There's a whistle. There's a whistle. I don't know what's going on. Goaltend. 102-101. Let's see if that was a goaltend. Harper drives. Throws it up. Hits the backboard, guys. It's a goaltend by Cap. It hit the backboard. Cap took it off of the backboard. That's your trademark goaltend. Cannot hit the backboard first. We have a little over a minute 20 to go. 102-101. What are they reviewing? They review the goaltend? It's official review. It's definitely a goaltend, guys. Yeah, our missed free throws. I said this in the first quarter. I said, we're in a timeout. I said, cannot afford to miss free throws. That's clearly a goaltend. I don't know why they're reviewing this. It hit the backboard. Review's done. They confirmed the goaltend. But I said at the beginning of the game, all these missed free throws might come back to haunt us. What's up, Ace? A Hawks fan. Thank you for stopping in. Rooting against the Knicks. Shocker. Go Spurs go to you guys. Oh, yeah, that's a textbook goaltend, mashed potatoes. That was an easy one to call. It was the right call. We got a minute and 20-something to go. It's a 1-point game. Here we go. Jalen Brunson with the ball. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Harper. 12 on the shot clock for the Knicks. Plenty of time. Now switch. Bridges guarded by Champagny. 7 on the shot clock. Bridges just kind of dancing around. Going to drive. Lost the ball. It's a turnover. We got a minute to go. Harper in the paint. Kicks it out to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive. Layup is... and one! The Spurs have taken the lead. The Spurs have taken the lead. Our first lead since I don't know when. I honestly don't know the last time we've had the lead. It's been a while. We have a huge crowd tonight, guys. Can we get some thumbs up for the Spurs comeback? They haven't won the game yet, but what an incredible comeback by San Antonio when we made the free throw. The first lead of the second half. I'm taking this down, guys. No matter what happens, Knicks fans, GG. Knicks ball. 104-102. Brunson's off-balance jumper is good! Timeout. Mitch Johnson with a timeout. It's all tied at 104. There's actually 39 seconds on the clock. I'm going to have a heart attack in this game. $39 seconds to go. It's all tied at 104. The Spurs can try to 2 for 1. We're going to a timeout, guys. I don't want overtime. I want the Spurs to win. No overtime, just a straight-up win. Straight-up win. We are almost at 1,500 thumbs up, guys. We have over 4,000 people in the chat. Can I get all the Spurs fans and Knicks fans to smash that thumbs up, get us up to 1,500, maybe 2,000? I'll tell you what, we get to 2,000 thumbs up, I will do a giveaway in Game 3. My challenge to you, there's plenty of people here. We'll do an Amazon Prime gift card. I don't know how much yet, but we'll do a giveaway in Game 3. If we can get to 2,000 thumbs up, there's 5,000 people. Plenty of people to get us the thumbs up. And also, if you're a Spurs fan or just a fan, well, if you're a Spurs fan, make sure to subscribe. We'll be here for every Spurs game. Obviously, if, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm pumped up. I'm excited. We came back. To all the Spurs fans that gave up on our team, what were you thinking? I know we haven't won the game yet, but seriously, the people that left in the third quarter saying it's over, come on, man. Believe in this team. Mike with the $2 super chat says, leaving Harper in has paid off. He should have stayed in the first game, Mike, in the fourth quarter. Thank you. I see the thumbs up coming in now. Appreciate you. Here's a thumbs up to you from Greg Pond. Oh, no, actually, I can't put it up. I got to focus on the game, guys. Thank you very much. It is Spurs ball. They're trying to get it in. I'll get that super chat in just a moment. Wemby with the ball. Fires off a 2. Is short. Vassell flies in for the rebound. Can't get it. It's Knicks ball. Jaycano 2211 with the $20 super sticker. Thank you, Jaycano 2211, your first super on a live stream. And we're going back to a timeout. I don't know if I love that shot, guys. Back to a timeout. 30 seconds to go. It's all tied at 104. And yes, this is very intense. This is what we want to see, right? This is NBA Finals basketball. All tied up. Under a minute to go. Thank you all for hanging out on a Friday night. Thank you all to super chatted. To those of you that hit the thumbs up. To those of you that have been hanging out in the chat all night. Fox has been playing very well, Captain Cadogan. I took the points down, Shin, because that sometimes updates before I do, so I don't want any spoilers, so I took it down. You're talking about this over here? Taking it down temporarily. No spoilers. 30 seconds to go. I'm actually going to cover up the chat so there's no spoilers. GG, Knicks fans, Spurs fans, we need this game. I do not want to go down 2-0 to the Knicks heading off to New York. Let's win this game, get some momentum heading to MSG. You got to think Jalen Brunson is taking this shot. Oh, Brunson has not shot well in either game. Field goals this quarter, the Knicks are 7 of 24. The Spurs are 11 of 17. Defense chants are out in San Antonio. Riley Grogu is up. Both teams have one timeout. The Spurs are in the bonus. The Knicks are not. Castle's checked back in. They get it into Brunson. Castle's on JB. Castle was dealing with a leg injury earlier, and he's going to get a reach-in foul. I'm guessing the Spurs had a foul to give. 17 on the shot clock. There's 7 seconds between the game clock and we need a stop. We need a stop. Spurs had a foul to give. De'Aaron Fox checking back in. They'll get it into Brunson again. Brunson guarded by Castle. Looking for a screen by O'Gene. Gets the screen. Brunson's going to drive. Got Wembanyama, pulls up from the elbow. No good! No good. The Spurs are not going to call a timeout. The Spurs turned it over and Wemby fouled Brunson, and Brunson's going to the line. Or Castle turned it over. The Spurs just turned it over and fouled Jalen Brunson. Brunson, I'm in shock. I'm sorry. Brunson missed a shot. Wemby gets the ball. Gets it to he threw it off Castle's back. That was on Wemby, guys. Wemby threw the... Castle was not even looking at him, and he threw it off Castle's back. And Brunson's at the line for 2. Oh my God. We got the stop, and Wemby literally passed it to Stephon Castle's back. Wow. I'm speechless. I can't believe what I just saw. You cannot make an error like that in a game of this magnitude. The dude's running up the court with his back to you. You cannot throw him the ball off his back. I thought that was Steph's fault. That was on Wemby. He missed the free throw. And the Spurs get it back. 7.5 seconds to go. We're in a timeout. Jalen Brunson missed the second free throw. Yep, that was a bad mistake by Wemby. This is it, guys. 7.5 seconds. They don't need a 3 to win. They only need a 2. There's definitely a chance. They did have French vanilla in the game. You're correct. Kornet and Wemby were in there. Here's our French vanilla right here.
French vanilla in the air tonight.
Mike with the $5 super chat says, "Why are we giving it to Castle? WTF Wemby?" It was a bad pass by Wemby. I got to call it like I see it. I can't defend that. It is Spurs ball. We have 7.5 seconds left. Please no spoilers in the chat. Please do not put anything in until I call it. I'm going to have to look away from the chat in a moment. We are still in a timeout. The Spurs are at a timeout. They are in the bonus. The Knicks do have one timeout and a challenge. Is it Fox? Is it Wemby? Who's going to take the winning shot? Potential winning shot. I know. Who's taking the winning shot? I stand corrected. I said it right the first time. Who's taking the winning shot? Down by 1. You guys asked if I'm nervous. Yes, I am nervous. Jalen Brunson is not in the game for defensive purposes. Castle's going to be the one that inbounds it. 7.5 seconds to go. Castle gets it into Fox. Fox is going to be the last shot, I think. Fox gets it to Wemby. Wemby from the elbow! He missed it. He missed it. And the Spurs are now down 2-0. Congratulations, Knicks fans. I really thought we were going to come back in that one. Wemby with a chance for the game winner. He missed it. I think I would have liked something a little closer to the rim. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a little speechless right now. The Spurs are down 2-0. And this was both games were very winnable. Game 1, they collapsed at the last 2 minutes. This one, a horrible Wemby turnover where he passed the ball into Stephon Castle's back, led to a Jalen Brunson free throws. Brunson makes 1 of 2. I don't like this play. They get it to Wemby. He's about a foot behind the elbow. I would have liked a different play. Butterfly, I was just thinking that we're in the bonus. Why didn't we take it into the paint? Guys, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. I don't like that last play. And now we're down 2. And Mac Foodie with the $2 super chat says, start spreading the news. Why was I singing it? I guess my mind saw the words. Tony says, I am done, man. Not watching any more of this. Embarrassing. Tony, come on, man. Don't be like that. I mean, if you decide not to watch the Spurs the rest of the finals, so be it. I am a Spurs fan. Ride or die. Xavier showing the true class of a Knicks fan. Nice. Chameleon, there's definitely some casual Spurs fans. I have to assume newer in the last year or two. I mean, we lost. It is going to be very... I don't want to see Karl Anthony Towns' zesty interview. I'm good. It is going to be very difficult to come back in this series. What disappoints me the most is we had Spurs fans giving up in the third quarter. I understand giving up if we're down 25 with a minute left. Hey, been there, done that, understand. But another winnable game. Mike SV2 with the $5 super chat says, Wemmy's been struggling all day and we gave him the game-winning shot. Stupid play. I would have preferred a Harper driving. He played well in the second half, though. I don't mind Wemby taking the last shot. I don't like him taking that shot. I think he should have gone to... You guys are saying in the chat, you should have gone to the rim. ISC Cooper with the $5 super chat says, Mitch Johnson cost us the game by not calling timeout after the Brunson miss. Mitch definitely did not coach his best game. I mean, yeah, I would like to see Wemby take that into the paint. And, you know, that may have been the play call. We'll have to see Mitch Johnson's postgame. If that was the play call, I don't think that's a good play call. I don't. Honestly, maybe I would prefer De'Aaron Fox to take the shot there. Fun fact, Spurs are 0-3 when Tony Brothers refs. Well, Wemby would have made 2 Knicks. You know what? What did I talk to you guys about at the beginning of the stream? Or in the first half? These missed free throws are going to cost us. We lost by 1. The missed free throws cost us. Missed free throws got us again. Steven Z, you just literally super chatted it. The $5 super chat says, missed free throws cost us the game. Yeah. Carlos, I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. No, one can't put it on the refs. And a lot of people were saying missed free throws cost us the game. Yeah. We outscored them 29-21 in the fourth quarter. We had our bench was minus Dylan Harper. Our bench was bad again. Clearly, we're going to need to make some adjustments in the offseason. This team, I mean, we're still way ahead of where we were last year. Way ahead. We need another big. I think we all can agree on that. The Spurs need another big. And some tweaks on the bench. I know a lot of you are saying, TSR, we shouldn't draft any young guys with this upcoming draft. We don't have time to develop guys. Dylan Harper's a rookie, and look what he's doing. If we get the right guy, there's no reason he can't be at least an important cog in the wheel off the bench. Maybe not a starter. I missed a super chat. Let me make sure I didn't miss a couple super chats. All right, got Stevens, Drew Show. Sorry, what about Bob with the $5 super chat says, my cholesterol. Your cholesterol, I mean your heart rate, right? Drew Show with another $5. Thank you, Drew Show. You've been super chatting a lot tonight. That's very generous of you. Says, buy Keldon, buy Kornet, buy Olynyk. See you next year. Senek Jr., Baba Miller, or Morez Johnson Jr. Roster incomplete. See you guys next year. I'm still calling game. Obviously, I'm calling game 3 and 4. New Vegas Carrier with the $5 super chat says 2 losses on Mitch. Wolves and Knicks from no timeout after we come back late. We're too young for no timeout. Maybe. If only we had Jeremy Sohan. Butterfly, I'm right there with you too. I'm not giving up on the team. It is going to be extremely difficult to come back 2-0 with your first 2 losses at home. Mud Dog says $2 super chat. Sorry, $2 super chat. Mud Dog says trade Fox for Giannis. Is it a straight up 1-for-1 Fox for Giannis? Nothing else has to be given? I would be hard pressed to say no to that. The problem is the Bucks are going to want a lot more than De'Aaron Fox for Giannis. They're probably going to want another young player, probably going to want some draft capital, in which case you're gutting the team. But 1-for-1, I would be fine with that, but the Bucks are not trading Giannis for Fox. They're not. You're talking about a former MVP. I think Giannis got a Defensive Player of the Year. A guy that's won a championship for a guy that hasn't done anything yet. We need Rick and the Barn Run Jim to save Spurs. Stingray X Factor, I've been busy. I really want to get that music video going. I don't have any plans Sunday. I do plan on doing a Spurs video Sunday. There will not be a Spurs video tomorrow. I wish I could talk about this game, but I have plans in the morning till 3 or 4 in the afternoon. There's no possible way I can do a video. My life off of YouTube comes first, but I absolutely do a video Sunday. And you know what, Stingray? Maybe I can shoot that darn video Sunday. So Taco Blender, the reason people are saying it's over, Knicks fans are obviously going to say it's over. I understand. Some Spurs fans are saying it's over too. I understand that less, but I get it. In NBA Finals history, from what I understand, is no team has ever come back from down 2-0 that lost the first 2 games at home. So for the Spurs to come back in the series, they literally would have to make history. Which history can be made? It's not impossible. I'm going to be here game 3, and I'm going to be rooting for them, and I believe they can still win the series. If they go down 3-0, my belief will be rocked, but I'll still try to think we can somehow win 4 in a row. So Hugo wasn't just the turnover. That turnover was awful. TX Zombie, what's going on? I don't know if I already said hi to you tonight. It's the free throws. Actually, let's get into the in-the-game stats. OG with 17. Karl Anthony Towns with 21 and 13. Josh Hart with an awful game offensively. 0 points and 5 fouls. Mikal Bridges was cooking us tonight. He had 26 and 6 on 8 of 13 shooting. Jalen Brunson, another rough night. He did have 5 steals, but he was 7 of 25 from the floor for 20 points, 12 of 31 in the first game. Jalen Brunson has not been able to shoot like he normally does. The Knicks were actually minus 10 with him on the court. The problem is the Knicks bench, even though they're not scoring a lot, is a plus. Minus Mitchell Robinson, who was a minus 10. Landry, he had 7 points. Landry Shamet with 13 points. He was a plus 9. Jose Alvarado only with 2. Plus 11 in 10 minutes when he was on the court. Miles McBride with 5. He was a minus 1. I don't know what I'm saying here. For the night, the Knicks shot 42, 39, 76. Actually, they did miss quite a few free throws, although most of those were by Mitchell Robinson. And they turned the ball over 12 times. I want to see how many offensive rebounds you guys had. You guys had 10. We had 5, so you doubled us there. We had 16 turnovers to your 12. We shot 47, 38, 70. The Spurs went 19 to 27 from the line. There's your difference in the game. It was the free throws. We had more opportunities at the line. We had one job to do, and we blew it. We blew it. For the Spurs, Julian Champagny with a quiet night, 8 points on 2 of 6 shooting. Victor Wembanyama turned it up in the second half. He had 22 points. He finished with 29. Wemby was actually bad at the line tonight. Wemby was 5 of 8. He's usually much better than that. Wemby with 29-9. I did have 4 blocks. Wemby, we had 3 guys with 4 turnovers. Wemby, Fox, and Castle, all with 4 turnovers. Fox much better tonight, though. 20 points on 8 of 12 shooting. Devin Vassell with 14 points, 9 boards, 5 assists. Stephon Castle, rough night from the floor, 5 of 14. He actually shot his 3-pointers better than he did his 2-pointers. Castle was 2 of 4 from 3, but 3 of 10 on 2s. And he was also blocked 2 or 3 times in the paint. He had 14, 4 and 4, and also the 4 turnovers off the bench. Man, minus Dylan Harper, our bench just ain't him. Harrison Barnes, Tony, you didn't have to do that, my man. He drops the $50. Says, in support of the channel, bro, but let's not call people casual because it's too spread. I didn't call you casual, did I? I don't think I did. Did I? Did the chat call you casual? That's got to be the chat. I didn't call you casual. I said I was disappointed you won't be here for the next 2 games and I'll still be watching. I don't pretty darn sure I didn't call you a casual. If I did, my apologies, but I don't think I did. He says, in support of the channel, bro, but let's not call people casual. Oh, you're saying people in general. Casual because it's too stressful and disappointing for some of us to watch. Okay, so people in general. Okay. See you next year. All right, Tony, if you are piecing out for the rest of the series, I fully expect, though, Tony, if the Spurs tie this up 2-2, you better be back. All right? Deal? If you're taking game 3 and 4 off, understood. If we tie it up 2-2, though, which will be difficult, I expect to see you back. I hate YouTube ads, too, my friend, but if I shut YouTube ads off, you're cutting off 80% of this channel's revenue. I don't do memberships. I don't have sponsorships, and I don't have Patreon. While I don't do this for money, I do this because I enjoy it. I do want to get Google's ad revenue. And you guys that are generous with the super chats, I do appreciate it. It's not necessary, but I do put a lot of time in, so I appreciate that you guys appreciate me. But I can't shut the ad revenue off because that would really cripple any revenue this channel brings in. Steven D with the $5 super chat says, the Spurs championship window is still wide open, Spurs fans. The future looks bright, fam. Exactly. No matter what happens, the future is bright. We are the 2nd youngest team ever in the NBA Finals. Our window is just opening while the Knicks will be slowly closing over the next few years. They're an older team. They got a lot of guys around 30. Maybe even older than 30. I don't know. All right, let's get to the rest of the Spurs chats. Harrison Barnes. This is the same stat I've been seeing by Harrison Barnes in almost every playoff game. All zeros. He played 5 minutes. He's got all zeros. It's Tech the Swarm. I'm still saying Spurs in 7. Dang it. Still saying 7. Big R, that dude called Xavier needs to be hidden for life because he's, I don't know what he said, Carlos. I already missed it. Carlos, you can hide him. If he said something that you feel is extremely inappropriate, just go ahead and hide him. I'm not losing any sleep over it. If you guys check with me first, if he said something that was really inappropriate, something racial, political, go ahead and hide him. He can still comment. He'll just be the only one seeing it. Mike SV2 at the $5 super chat says, Wemmy's 4 possessions at the 137-minute mark. Missed 3, finger roll and 1, missed jump shot, turnover off Castle's back, missed jump shot, lost the game, FMO. Mike, he was clearly tired at the end, but the channel, he said F the channel, that's fine. That's what I expect from a Knicks fan. Come on. You win, and instead of celebrating your team, an uplifting team, you say F this channel. I actually think that's funny. Because you have so much darkness, Charlie Murphy darkness in your heart, that instead of celebrating your Knicks win, you got to go in the other direction. All right, let's take a look at the Spurs bench. Finally, Harrison Barnes played 5 minutes. All zeros, guys. Didn't take a shot, didn't get a rebound, didn't even get a foul or turnover. He literally had donuts across the board. Keldon Johnson played 16 minutes, 3 points. Keldon hasn't had it. Carter Bryant played only 3 minutes. He had 0 points and 1 turnover. Luke Kornet, at least he had 3 rebounds this game in 8 minutes. That's actually much better, but he only had 1 point. And then the only guy that's played well off the bench this whole series, Dylan Harper. It's only 2 games. 15 points, 6 of 12 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Did have 2 turnovers, but overall he was a plus 12 when he was on the court. One of the few Spurs that was a plus tonight. Our pluses were Wemby with a plus 6, Fox with a plus 2, Vassell with a plus 6, and Dylan Harper, the best plus minus, our rookie. Our best plus minus on the Spurs, a plus 12. All right, guys, I got to get up early, so I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I wish it went differently. I'm going to be the opposite of the angry guy and say, GG Knicks fans, congratulations. We're going to try to get you in Game 3. Hopefully the Spurs can take a little... so what hiding means... so somebody's hidden, and I've certainly hidden people, is the person can still comment, but they're the only ones that can see it. So to them, they might still be... they might still think, oh, I'm commenting and trolling TSR, but they're the only ones that can see it. Carabel says, Mr. TSR, you are an amazing person with a great heart and a real fair view of sports. I'm brokenhearted and too immature to behave that way, but appreciate you so much. Thank you. You guys got to realize, to those that, are having a hard time with the losing, I'm a New York Giants fan. Minus the odd Super Bowl here and there, they have sucked a lot more than they've been good in my lifetime. So I am extremely used to losing as a Giants fan. And as somebody that covered the Spurs the last 6 years before this year, I was there for the 16-game losing streak, the 18-game losing streak. So while losses like this suck, I know how much worse the Spurs can be and how teams of other sports I enjoy have been significantly worse. We're ahead of the curve. We can come back, but it ain't going to be easy. At the very least, this is a huge step forward for the Spurs, making the finals this early. Nobody had them in the finals like this. And we're only going to get better. We're going to get a legit power forward somehow, whether it's via trade, draft, or whatever it is. We'll have our real power forward next year. You're a masochist if you like the Giants. Yeah, New Vegas care. I know. I like pain and suffering. It's going to be a good season no matter what. Larry Gardner, TX on me says, you're a legit Spurs diehard, Rich, and I love it. Yes. Spurs in 7. I'm not giving up. If the Knicks go up 3-0, I'll say Spurs in 7 with much less confidence, but I still believe we can do it. Guys, I got to get up in 6 hours. I thank y'all for being here. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. Until next time, on behalf of myself and the couch contingent, what you going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go! My browser's freezing. There we go. Bye, guys.